This is Solid Snake, and you're listening to Three Black Geeks. So pay some damn attention.
No. We're getting off porn to talk about something that is straight pornography, and that is the beautiful animation of Castle of Caglistro.
That 1979 fucking music, jazzy music that you want to drive Sunday drive to.
That's studio jazz, sir.
Studio jazz that you just Sunday you get out of church and just play it, and all the old black people start tapping their feet to it.
UG, oh no, that's what it is, man. All these
music for every moment, music for gunfights, music for sneaking, movies, music for every scenario you can think of. He knows how to make good music.
Here's the great thing about this movie for us, for at least Three Black Geeks. Not only is it the first Lupin movie that we're featuring, this is also the first Miyazaki movie. And also, which makes it really, really weird about it, a lot of people don't know this was Miyazaki's first feature film.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that. And there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. I didn't know about Monkey Punch, the creator of Monkey Punch, Katsuhiro Kato, how him and Miyazaki actually had a relationship. He put Miyazaki in charge. It's hard to really tell when he started and what episodes he directed, but he directed most of the first Lupin series and about 4 or 5 episodes in the second one.
It was most of the no. From the second one, it was none of the episodes that we saw on Adult Swim. Like none of the first 79, he didn't direct any of them. He directed all the ones pretty much after 79. So when Lupin the Third Part 2 hit the 80s, he directed, I think it was the last 2 episodes, 154 and 155, because that was a 2-parter. So he directed those 2 episodes.
And this is not to say that Miyazaki wasn't doing other stuff at the time. No, he was doing several other projects at the time, and he just went back to Lupin at the time. And that is kind of funny. It's not just him, but him and his the co-founder of Studio Ghibli. They both have a big part in Lupin because he directed most of Lupin Part 2. The other guy, he directed most of that, and he's with Studio Ghibli. So Studio Ghibli and Lupin are linked together. They are linked together. And that's just cool as shit.
They are, but I got a point. I want to just go ahead and get this off my chest. So you guys remember that time when I went to that time when I was in Japan? I told y'all. In fact, I think I took a picture of it and sent it to you guys. I was at Toho Theater, and they had this huge mural on the ceiling of Studio Ghibli stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And when I say it's everything, everything from Studio Ghibli, it was everything from Ponyo, Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, everything. But there was just something missing. I was like, where's Castle Cagliostro? Where's Green Jacket Lupin? Can we get, is he why? Is he not important enough to be in here? And it always bugged the hell out of me. I would always see the freaking murals of Studio Ghibli, but Lupin would never be in there. I'm like, dude, Lupin is a part of Studio Ghibli. Miyazaki directed one of the biggest Lupin movie out of his entire collection.
Yeah. I always felt like it was just between the two creators. Maybe it was a studio thing. Maybe it was. I was thinking maybe Katsuhiro was like, nah, dog, that's Monkey Punch. This is not Studio Ghibli. maybe it was a thing when Miyazaki was Miyazaki and it's like, yeah, I directed that shit, but that ain't my shit. They
I
ain't say
mean,
studio like did it say Studio Ghibli on there? Like no, then shut the fuck up.
I will say
You know what
this.
I'm saying? That's kind of how I think it is. Like I feel like it's a gentleman's disagreement. You know what I mean? Where it's like, nah, this ain't got shit to do with none of y'all fans. This is between me and this nigga. Like
I will say this. One of the things about Miyazaki that I like, and hopefully we do more of his movies, is that I like all the memes about Miyazaki where they make it seem as though Miyazaki shits on shonen anime, and I like how there's a part of me that believes he actually feels that way, but I don't have no hard confirmation.
it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that you say that because Lupin was a mega hit manga when it came out. The first season just didn't do very well on television until Miyazaki and his partner took over. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of funny. He also changed the tone of Lupin to the way it is today. He changed it from being it was Lupin was always like kiss the girl, ha ha, I ducked down on Zenigata. You know what I mean? He was always
Mm-hmm.
like that, but it was a more of a serious tone. What Miyazaki brought in was a more of a friendlier tone, a softer tone. Where, good example, we always get stories of Lupin, with a young girl falling in love with Lupin. Somebody who's not there, like somebody's like, "Let me go with you, Lupin. I want to live in your world." And Lupin's like, "No, my darling, I'm a thief." Ha ha! And Zenigata, "I'll get you, Lupin." You know that shit. So
Like I'm a thief. Ha ha. Throws down the smoke pellet. Disappears into the wind.
you know what I mean. It's always that. It's always that. He kind of brought that tone over the Lupin, and it stuck from that point on. And that's it's kind of like I said, he's a big part of Lupin. Miyazaki influence is a big part of Lupin. So it is it's a wild fact, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it has to be a reason why he doesn't really kind of put that on his mantle and shit he did. You know what I mean?
Also, I
Probably,
find
like
it
I said, it probably just not his creation. That's probably really what it is.
also
Nah, I think that's probably it too.
also
Yeah.
I find it funny, real quick, that the the live action movie that came out 7 years ago, I watched it. I see why people shitted on that movie because holy mother of God. You
Oh,
look,
hey, Eris, I hate to tell you, the days are coming where you and I have to review that piece of shit. I don't
bruh.
know when, but we're gonna have to, man.
I watched it.
I am so sorry. I'm
Look,
telling you right now,
look.
years out.
Let me
I
tell
am
you something.
sorry.
Let me tell you something. Look, I never hated Zack Snyder, but Zack Snyder wrote the fuck out of the Superman compared to this motherfucking movie. Because holy shit, these motherfuckers! It's like this. It's like they was like, all right, here's our interpretation of Lupin the Third. That does not look nothing like Lupin the Third whatsoever. In fact, it felt like it ate other action heist movies
You
than
know what it
other than
reminded
Lupin the
me of?
Third.
The
You know what it
problem.
reminded me of? It reminded me
I'll
of
go
Now You
after.
See Me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Now You See Me. But well, see, here's the thing about live action Lupin movies. The one that you're talking about, D, that is not the first live action Lupin.
oh, I know the
either.
1970s one. I know that one.
No,
They
there
had
was
one in
one.
the
No, no,
70s.
no, no. There was one in the 70s, and then there was like another one that came out in the early 2000s.
No. The one I just mentioned, 2014. That's the one that I'm talking about.
Okay, the 2014 one. Yeah,
That
so
one
there was a 2014, and then there was the one from back in the day.
2014 one was. Oof.
Yeah, the 2014 one. The 2014 one hurts.
I thought people
then-
were I thought people were bullshitting, and I watched it. I was like, oh
No.
my god,
Man,
oh,
I
hold on. Why do you
slow
think?
walked-
No. Why do
I
you think?
slow walked into
Why
that
do you?
anime.
No. Why do you think? Why do you think I didn't say anything about it? I said nothing. There was nothing to be said about that.
It is. It really is nothing to be said about
yeah,
that.
it's nothing. I mean, it's like, yeah, but
you know,
but
let's get a couple things out the way with Lupin. Number one, Eris, I think you and I will agree. I think everybody would agree. Who's the best Lupin voice? We say it, Tony Oliver, right? He
Yeah.
fits for you, right?
100%. 100%.
Mhm.
Like best American voice, Tony Oliver. But I know where you're going with this. David Hayter is definitely the GOAT.
David Hayter. Now, I wasn't going to really. It was kind of funny. I only mentioned him like that, but fuck it now. Oh, David. No, for real, I really wasn't. But David Hayter, him doing it is just. It just fell on a different voice cast to do Lupin again. Now it's kind of funny. There are two versions of this. Is the streamlined version that came out in the early '90s where it was very close to the
Three
interpretation of-
actually.
It was 3 of them. Yeah, it was 3 of them. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then it was the one with David Hayter and everybody else that the normal voices that we heard in the late 90s. The reason why I like that one is not just because of the voice of Lupin, but the performance from everybody in the cast. I remember we was talking to Kurt Thornton, and he said, "Yeah, when you get a script where your acting can actually work and you can actually inflect a lot more, it comes off in the anime." And to me, that was just one of the best well acted dubs
At the time.
of at the time. Yeah, yeah.
The
I'm just
one on
saying, 'cause
Netflix, is that the streamlined
that's
one?
the original. Yeah, that's the original one. That's
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's the
figured I
original.
figured it was. And
'Cause
stuff,
if
but I was
they-
like that doesn't sound like David Hayter, and I wasn't thinking David Hayter in like Solid Snake way.
No,
but
no, no,
it
no.
just doesn't
Because
sound like it.
no, the difference with that one is when they refer to Lupin as Wolf,
Yeah,
you know
the
that's
streamline.
that's a streamlined one.
Which the subtitles for that
Toho
one.
had- yeah, Toho had weird. Toho had like was it Toho or was it somebody else that had like weird rights to it? No, it was actually the original creator Lupin. He wouldn't let them.
Yeah, Toho distributed it.
Yeah, but it was actually at the original creator of Lupin, the Frenchman. Actually.
Oh yeah. I know
It's
you're talking
some
about.
weird. I didn't read the whole article, but they couldn't use it in the movie for whatever reason. I don't know. But
All I'll
that's
say
how it
is,
was, but-
yeah, but the subtitles doesn't match the streamlined pictures like what they're talking, so it's like it throws you off a little bit because
It's one of those dubs too.
it's one of those dubs where like Jagan's talking at one point near the end of the movie when Jagan's talking about, "Oh, I'm Lupin, we're gonna have another shot to get some more riches." But then you look at the subtitles, he says something completely different. I was like, "So you guys just made it up?" Okay, whatever.
Oh, you're referring to Daisuke Jigen.
Daisuke Jigen. I don't know why I say Jagan, but Jigen.
You do that all the time, Chris. It's cute when you do it. No, trust me, it is cute. Because one time you said, I forgot one word you said wrong. Like he struggled, and I'ma let it go. yo,
I mean-
you ever see a nigga get punched and they keep running? That's what it is. Bop, and he gets right back up. Like here's me. He moving. Here's me though. Here's me. He moving. He moving.
Actually, actually, if we're gonna go movie, because we're three black geeks and we do movies and stuff, it's like when Rocky punched Tommy Gunn in the back of the head, and Tommy Gunn kept running after he kept punching him in the back of the head. Bar none, the funniest shit ever.
By the way, this is a good time to say, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go back to the Rocky series
one by one, because
we're starting off at 3 and we're going down from there. Because and there's no knock on the first 2; they're classics. Fuck that shit. Let's have fun. Let's get to 3 on down, and I can't wait to get to the second Creed movie. Because I gotta be real, I don't like it. I tried. Chris, I watched it twice. Anyway,
I like it. Is it better than the first Creed movie?
Hell
Not really,
no,
but it's great.
Long shot.
But it's great in that Rocky 4-way.
I gotta watch it again.
Minus the Cold War shit.
Put it this way, I gotta watch it again, and this time totally not give a fuck. So
yeah,
we'll
but Lupin the Third, what I appreciate about it is that one, somebody that's tall as I am, I'm looking at these European cars like fuck you and your small ass goddamn cars. First off, because I'm like, why? Fucking why? How is Daisuke Jigen looks like he is taller than Lupin, and I'm like, how are you fitting in that car, sir? How?
Man, first off, they're like 5'7". They both like 5'7".
Also,
That's
also, Chris, you failed to realize that you do know that Lupin's team is just one Frenchman and 4 Japanese people.
True.
Sorry, yeah, there's 4 Japanese people when
French?
He is Arsene Lupin.
Yeah,
Then I was like, is he? No, only reason I say that is because
well, don't let the English voice.
No. It's for me. It's like, let's put it this way. I know the Japanese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know the Japanese, but he's clearly.
Example. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know how the Japanese, I know how they write their own people, which is not a bad thing. It's just that, Solid. I will never forget Solid Snake, nigga.
I know the blood of the East runs through your veins. Yeah, but no, seriously, seriously. Moving on quickly. Like Lupin is French, even in all iterations of Lupin, he's always been French,
including the black man in the Netflix series.
Hey,
that's given. He's supposed to be.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be French.
I know.
The Give It a Witch. I seen that. It's a nice series, man. I heard
Omar
it.
Sy is greatness.
But what I'm getting at, but check it out. What I'm getting at is it's one Frenchman. You have Daisuke Jigen, Japanese. Like Goemon Ishikawa, Japanese. Fujiko Mine, Japanese. And and like at one time or 5 others, friggin' Zenigata.
Yeah.
There have been times where Zenigata has had to team up with Lupin. So it's one Frenchman and 4 Japanese people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most broken team in fucking caper history. In anime caper history.
I mean, the fact that
hold on. When Detective Conan gets stumped by Lupin, that's a problem.
I'm just laughing that he has.
Oh, we getting to that, and that's happening quicker than you realize. Eric.
I'm just saying, like, I just like that Lupin. Daisuke is clearly his, BFF and stuff. But I like how he has. I like how he has Goemon on speed dial. Like, all right, we gotta bring in Goemon, summon him right now, please.
Yeah, I think that you got Fujiko. Fujiko, she always. I think in the series, especially in part 5 and part 4, they try to do. They've been doing a whole lot of different stuff with Fujiko. You know what I mean?
I like how she just. Sorry.
Like they even explained why she ducked out on that nigga on the at the altar, man. Lupin was gonna marry this chick. She was like, no.
I'm gonna continue this cat and mouse game for eternity.
Hey, you let her tell it when she told up.
And I love it. She was like, how you doing? She was like, yeah, how you doing? Hi, Lupin. So what's this? What do you mean? You ain't trying to get married? You ain't trying to do that for real, nigga.
I mean, hey, look, you let
I don't blame Fujiko for nah.
You let Fujiko tell it when she told Lady Kaluri. She made it seem as though Lupin ducked her, and I was like, that's bullshit, Fujiko. But I'll let you cook.
All right, see, it matters. It matters at that point. They be at Lupin Part 2. So yeah.
But you gotta keep in mind, Lupin has been trying to hit them skins since day 1.
Every time I close my eyes. Sorry, I just had to break that out. Sorry.
And that's what makes part 5 so interesting too, bro.
Oh man, but I just like how
because they actually. Oh my bad. That's what made it so interesting.
I think you brought it up, D, about the animation for it. For something made in 1979, the animation is just great from the scenery from where they're at. Even the car chase at the beginning of the movie is dope as shit.
You can see all the Miyazaki isms all through the movie. The way there's the working clock, the way when
the food,
first not so much.
Not so much like it is later.
I'm gonna say, nah, dog. The food, the food. When you look at the food, when you look at the food in this anime, like you said, it's basic. It's got nothing on Food Wars.
No, it don't. But that being said, though, the part where Lupin, remember when Lupin got beat up and he had to eat all that, ate all that food. The part that I felt was when he had like a stack in his hand. It was just nothing but meat. He just bit that motherfucker. Oh. Took that big ass jug of wine and started drinking it. When he did that, I felt every single piece of that. I love that. I felt that. Thank you, Miyazaki. You made a connection with me. Eat that shit, nigga.
but I'll tell you what I did feel though. Look, I just like how. I had the picture up before we started and stuff of just that one. That's the perfect picture to me of Lupin on top of the car and Daisuke working on the car. That's a perfect picture. That shows you everything that you're gonna get out of animation out of this whole movie and stuff. And the whole chase sequence is great. I don't know if you can necessarily try to translate that again into a real life thing unless you go Fast and Furious.
You can do it, but let's be real. No. Let's be real. If you're gonna do it, you have to do it like they did in the new CG Lupin movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And even with the CG movie, oh man, it took them years to get to the point that they made a CG movie, man. They wanted to make it for years, but every time they did it, it's like the models didn't look good and all.
Can I
the
be
rest
real?
of that shit.
I think they waited for that they waited for that Steven Spielberg Tintin movie to come out before they decided to test it out. If I won't be real. And I like that movie, but apparently America, they like fuck
I can imagine
Tintin.
that shit. Imagine that shit. Monkey Punch Miyazaki having a meal. So man, I'm about to put out that new Lupin movie, that CGI movie. Yeah, why?
He's like, let's
You
go see
know
see-
that's what Miyazaki
No.
said.
I can no. I could no. He wouldn't say why. Like he would like. I believe he wouldn't say why. Right when he says he's gonna put it out, Miyazaki just being cutthroat. You do know that movie looks like shit, right?
What's your favorite anime? One Piece? Shit.
It's
real,
like
for real?
shit.
Hey. Oh, I see. Like, you see how his cheekbones look like? Really? Honestly, really? You know what? There's a little thing called hard lines. Something that you were never fucking good at doing. Hey, Akira, you make your lines really hard for no goddamn reason. Why don't you come over here and teach him how to do it?
I did
Dude.
Spirit Away with a ruler, and it was
It was
excellent.
Excellent. Here's Akira Toriyama. Look, guys, I don't want to be a part of no problem. Shut the fuck up, nerd. Sit down.
I did
Draw for me. He like, draw for me. I like, you know what I like. You know what I like. You still like Gohan? I still love Gohan. So anyway, yeah.
I did Ponyo with chalk. Get on my level.
Look, right there, as Akira Toriyama's drawing, right there, that's when he get in his ear saying that shit, Harris. Get on my level, nigga.
bro. Is it yo?
Nigga. You know what happened? You know what all of us animators was doing back in the 1960s? You know what we were doing? We was eating out of toilets, nigga.
I swear to God, yo, Miyazaki
I made
really,
55 episodes in 5 days.
dude.
And then they told me the shit wasn't good enough. So you tell me, I did that shit so you could walk, motherfucker. Don't look at me. Keep drawing, bitch.
Dude, I swear to God, I really feel Miyazaki's Irv Gotti like, yo, get behind me, motherfucker. You gonna ride behind me.
I believe that nigga's either Bricktop off of Snatch, or he's fucking or he's on the level of LL Cool J.
I mean, look. First, like, hold on. Let me point. Let me throw. No, I gotta throw this out to y'all. Look, before we get back to the story, just the level of savagery from Miyazaki is it's beautiful, because y'all seen that video when he was in that boardroom and somebody showed him this animation idea, and he looked at it and went into a whole 3.5 minute. I want to say 3.5 minutes silent, not even silent, but just more of 3.5 minute calm rant about how absolute shit that was. He felt like his time was wasted being in that room.
Yes, that motherfucker. Wait, he basically gave these kids the best dressing, the most politest but vicious dressing down I have ever seen. Like, sir, you have wasted my time.
Good day, sir.
Do you realize what you have just done? You could take that shit and put in a crappy anime like Lucky Star or some shit, but you ain't gonna do that with me, motherfucker. But I like Lucky Star because you a fucking bitch.
He says, do you realize I was offended looking at this?
I would say this. So what I like about the movie is, like, I remember Steven Spielberg and them said they were influenced by this movie, and it's just like, it makes perfect sense, because if you watch Indiana Jones and then you watch this movie, it's like, son of a bitch. It's like right there, plain as day in your face, like how much inspiration it takes from it. Like, holy crap! Because even the opening scene with them in the shootout with the gang shooting at the prince at Lady Clarice. Yeah. That's some shit out of Indiana Jones or any action movie from like the 80s and shit that you see. It hits those sensibilities big time.
Yeah, it like the set. I love it because what makes that scene so cool is not only does Jigen, who is he's a dead shot. He's got dead aim, man. That motherfucker, he's on the level.
He has armor piercing bullets in his jacket. Like nothing. Like
now the dub I was watching. Bow! Hits that shit like damn, and get that off the lot. Now, oh yeah, by the way, the version I was watching, like I said, that version is not beloved. It is not beloved by true fans of Lupin because they cussed a lot in it. And it's just stupid, you know what I mean?
Eris is laughing because
Eris laughing so hard.
because
He's gone, he's dead.
no, me and Eris, John Wick 3, we're in theaters watching it.
No,
We were in the screener watching it, and me and Eris were dying when old boy came out there pissed off that his man got murked and was like, I'm a piece of bullets. Slapped them shits down like it was dominoes. Like, yo, he was mad.
No. See, it's that. It's that, and when it comes to Jigen having the armor piercing bullets and that, like that damn
So casual too, just like, oh
like,
shit, armor piercing bullets.
No. When I saw him use it, and like you said, D, we said, they ain't get that off the lot. Here's me. Jigen was ahead of the curve.
yeah,
He has always been ahead of the curve.
My man, it's like, yo, who cared? First off, I expect it out of Jigen, but it's just funny. He just casually like, yeah, I got these armor piercing bullets. First off, dude, they're expensive. What?
It's Jigen. You don't question
here's the
it.
funny thing. That is the charm of Lupin, because here's the thing. The reason why it did so well in Japan, it was because that Lupin was broken. That the team was broken. That they always had a way of getting out of it. And now, here's the funny thing. They still do that to this day. At this point now in the series, yeah, they do a lot more seriousness where Lupin's about to die, where one of the teammates about to die, and they barely make it out on some Die Hard type of shit. But still, guess what? They always gonna fucking win. And when they win, it's like, yo, they won by a fucking mile, actually.
Case in point, not Zenigata, freaking Goemon's by far his most deadliest sword fight. My man lost skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that new show really just goes hard.
Nah, you talking about the movie, ain't you?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
I'm talking about the movie.
Dude
lost
skin. I
skin.
still haven't watched all that movie, bro. Woo, that's a vicious. You can feel it, man.
But what has me rolling though about the scene is like, again, you know, you watch all the Fast and Furious movies, so all the stuff in this movie, it's like you excuse the fact that Lupin just casually they're riding on the side of a cliff casually, like, oh, and there they go.
Yo, Chris, real quick. I gotta say real quick. I love it because they throw a grenade at them niggas. They miss them. They throw another grenade. It's dead on, right?
And the car just got smoky.
I just like how Lupin and Jigen was like, yo, and he just started smashing the glass like, we about to fuck their ass up. Let's go. And they just went crawling up that fucking hill. I'm like, nigga, the first time, and here's the funny thing for me, this movie was the first time I ever seen Lupin, period. It's the first time I ever seen Lupin. So when I saw this, I was like, yo, this is pretty fucking cool. What is this?
So,
you know what I mean? It was perfect, man.
So it starts off this whole thing because at the very beginning of the movie, Lupin and Jigen, they are coming out of the Monte Carlo casino, and they're like, oh man, we got all this money, and Lupin realizes, hold up, this is counterfeit money.
Like, it's totally counterfeit.
And Jigen is like blown like shit, like
broken ass Lupin, who has sight of fucking Hawkeye, looks at the motherfucking bills, is like, oh, these is fake.
Oh, Jigen is just like, son of a bitch, man. What the fuck, man?
But
like,
guess what?
He just looks at it and says, Jigen, toss it.
Yeah. So at this point,
guess what? That means that Lupin's actually a noble fucking thief. That he knows that, look, it's no good for me because I know it's fake. But guess what? Y'all don't throw this shit out the window, nigga. Yeah, woohoo! That's how Lupin is. So Lupin will offer you the treasure, like, nah, chuck it.
so as they're riding off the cliff and he saves Lady Clarice and stuff, he notices the ring and was like, hold up, she's the princess of Caglistro? Huh. And that's when Lupin puts two and two together, because I think, was it the actual count actually has the bars that make the counterfeit bills, basically? Like
but this is what happens. So he goes up, they go over there. Now, not only does the fact that they ran into Clarice, he had to save her. They fell off the cliff. He had to she actually saved her. She actually was like helping him because a big ass log fell on top of his head,
knocked his ass out.
Yeah, and she like put cool water on his head with her glove. But when she took it off, her ring was inside. Then when Lupin noticed the ring, he was like, "Wait a minute, I know this crest." And while they was like, while they was eating, he knew I know where this came from. So that's when they go over and they find out. That's when they go and find out. They go to they go to those old pretty much ruins like an old plantation that was burned down years ago
Mhm.
and Lupin noticed everything. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous scene. You know what I mean?
I
And
mean,
then with
they really nailed the European aesthetics big
hmm
time.
and that's what Lupin often does. They often stay in France, Italy, Eastern Europe.
Germany,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
all that
Germany.
over there.
Yeah. So I think in this one, this is like Germany, Lithuania, something like that. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it went
It's
from
cool.
Monte Carlo.
Belgium. Somewhere in there.
Went from Monte Carlo, nice little vacation spot, and then boom, they're in like the countryside.
Yeah, this is like I said. It's clearly the fucking East Eastern Europe. You know what I mean? But anyway, but that's when he like goes that they go to eat and while he was there, somebody said, "Hey, that's the crest of Cagliostro." They was like, "Yeah, that looks like the princess's ring. That might you might get a whole lot of money for it. All the rest of that shit." And it's so funny. Not only does Lupin know that somebody watching them eat, like, yeah, they already watched this. God damn, they got this place locked down. Because they know that not only they're counterfeiting money somewhere in this kingdom, but now I got the ring, and I know this ring is a key to some shit because it has like inscriptions on it and all the rest of that shit. It's kind of funny because there's a scene where, and in that scene, because Jigen has like all the spaghetti, he takes it from Lupin and shit. This nigga like, nigga, you been knew who that girl was, nigga.
Get on my level.
No, it was so funny. He like, you knew who that girl was the whole time. You knew that was the Grand Duchess, though. You knew that was the Grand Duchess, huh? Kind of, yeah, I kind of forgot that shit. No. So,
I mean, you know what? I gotta say this. So the whole scene with the assassins, I laugh because I'm like, so are they supposed to be ninjas or assassins? I'm confused because these are
ninja
the most
assassins.
well, there you go, ninja
Actually,
assassins.
yeah, they're clearly the guards. Oh man, they were the kill squad, and
Gotta
that
be
was so.
honest with you, they look like the Go-Go 13 fucking assassins and shit, silver and gold, damn near.
And let me tell you something. Like we said, yes, Jigen and yes, the Lupin gang is always broken. But I look at this scene like, by all rights, you have a whole bunch of Freddy Krueger hands coming at you and shit,
Dude,
and y'all survive.
Jigen put a bullet on one of the assassins' head, and the only thing it did was just crack the mask. And he's like, "Son of a bitch, their heads are protected."
Like, yo, why? Like even this one, I got a motherfucking problem.
Jigen was just blown. He's like, "He had a perfect headshot." It's like, it didn't do shit.
Now, here's the funny thing that really works for this fucking movie. The fact that you have the Lupin shenanigans going on, but at this point you have Miyazaki animation in full swing. So it's all the way beautiful. So you see all these they jump from far up top, fall into their car through the fucking sunroof. A bunch of the niggas then just hop on top of it. They roll off and they just like beat these motherfuckers off. He's like, yeah, uh-huh. And I love the line that Jigen says. Jigen says like, Jigen goes, he's like, yep, I thought this shit was gonna be boring. He's like, all right, so we got ourselves a mystery. They actually hiding something in there. So
They make the decision. All right, I'm gonna summon Goemon because we need help. Assassins and shit. But also, hey, let me get Zenigata in it because hey, this could be something that could work for his case. And I also know he's gonna probably come after my ass too. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Fuck it. Why not, right?
He can play. And really what it is that, and Lupin does this in other adventures. Sometimes Zenigata is just there to be fucking extra noise for him. Because either Zenigata is going to be up his ass, or in like cases like this, Zenigata is actually powerless. This is probably one of the first times, and not like I said, because I didn't watch the first movie, and I didn't watch too much of the first series, and there's a big chunk of this part 2 that I never seen, and I'm never going to see part 1 because it's not even in English. So there's a whole lot. So it's just really so there's all of this like But anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway,
I'm just laughing, but I'm just laughing too because like part of his whole plan was trying to sneak into the castle to get to get information. I like how the whole thing with him masquerading as Zenigata, and he was like, "Hold up, did Lupin was here?"
Hold on. Now there is something that we forgot to mention. We forgot to mention the fucking antagonist, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta mention. Yeah, my bad. We gotta mention them because otherwise it's like
the Grand Duke. We didn't mention the Duke, the Count, Count of Cagliostro. This motherfucker, he is classic monkey punch animation. He clearly only talks with one side of his mouth. He got that little weird smirk, and he's just all the way evil because, apparently, if you take the Grand Duke's daughter, if you take her ring and his ring and you put them together, it will, open like some little secret and all the rest of that shit, yada yada yada. Which is weird. Why you never took it off her hand in the first place before all this shit. But you know what? Want to have a fucking movie, so shut the fuck up. But it's weird. He keeps her in a separate tower that has no fucking bridge. It has to have an escalator or like some little drawbridge that go to her electric drawbridge that go to her side. It is some evil bullshit, bruh.
Oh man, like it really
keeps
is.
her locked up in the tower. It is on some fairy tale shit, which is perfect for like a Miyazaki movie.
I mean, but like I like his like. It's like he clearly is the villain. I mean, look, he rolls in there, he lands his plane, he has
gyro,
the guy,
his gyro.
His gyro plane. But then this is how you know he's just the Billy badass bad guy.
Man, you know you dick swinging when you have a gyroscope. I mean a gyro plane.
But anyway. you use the fucking crew chief guy as your fucking step stool to get out your fucking gyro plane.
Oh man, that's some boss ass shit though, bro.
My man literally saw he was getting out the plane, bent himself down, and was like, "All right, sir, now you're off the plane, and I'm good."
Johto, his old butler, his name is Johto. By the way, he's one of the ninjas. By the way, just the ninjas with the little Freddy Krueger hands. He's one of them. But he's his butler. And he's just like, my lord, everything you're planning. He knows everything that goes on. Also, during that whole time we do, in time we see over dollars and all the rest of that. He knows that Lupin is is there in Cagliostro. So he's just like, let him stay here. He's going to die like everybody else. Now, the reason why he says he die like everybody else is because, Jigen and Lupin sneak into the castle. Now, how did you like that scene, nigga? No, for real. And I really mean this.
That whole sequence is actually pretty dope.
No, for real. Real talk, Chris. And somebody's seen this movie 1 billion times, bro. How does that look to you? Just the whole aesthetic from going to one side, just to getting into that castle. How was that to you, man?
I actually like the whole sequence. It actually came off very smoothly, the transitions and everything. Like I like it. It held up because, like I said, it's the fact that they had the animation team treated this movie not like a typical like animation movie, and they showed those level of details with the sneaking stuff speaks volumes, because they didn't just yada 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 like, oh, Lupin and Goemon, they're in, and we don't see it.
Nah, you actually had to see them swim through stuff. They was like they had early 1979 lasers. With the big ass interface with one little laser on it.
On top of the Yuji Ono music playing, so it's like, god damn, this guy has music for everything.
Yeah, like sneaking.
It's like, come on, man, this is crazy.
Some dude named Koji on the bass.
Sorry, there was a black guy in that studio that did the bass, man.
The one part that get me is when they swimming and they going with the current. Everything's going a little bit too smoothly. Lupin noticed like, oh shit, I'm about to fall all the way into this motherfucker. It's like you basically into darkness. Yeah. And Lupin is like trying to fight the current and all that shit. He's like going.
That's scary.
He's expelling all of this energy and he doesn't succeed. He just falls down the waterfall. And I like how Jigen, who is trying to get out that motherfucker, he's like, well, looks like he's in that motherfucker. Hope that SOB made it. Go home.
I like in all this though. Fucking Fujiko is already in there as Clarice is like lady in waiting and shit. I was like, oh, well,
Yeah.
she's already in there. All
Yeah,
right, cool.
Clarice is like stuck in there, and like Fujiko takes it. Like, and that's another thing. Blonde Fujiko doesn't work for Dave.
I didn't mind it, but like I said, I'm not as invested in Lupin like that compared to you and Sue.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like me. I'm looking at like that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But it's yeah. But anyway, but I like how when we finally get Lupin finally gets into the castle, and it's weird when when he finally gets in, like he gets onto that side, he knows that all this this motherfucker comes on the he comes through like these catacombs, and he knows that all these motherfucking printing presses and all the rest of this shit. He's like, yo, it's all in different currencies and all the different and he's saying it was the old. Actually, no, I'm skipping all
Well,
that.
because the thing of it is, the Count, how
Yeah, I
Lupin
forgot.
gets into the catacombs is that he sees Lupin, takes the ring and stuff after he returns it, and all of a sudden,
No. Remember, he got into we skipped all that shit. I skipped all that shit. Remember, he got into the castle, and he noticed that Zenigata was already there, and that's when he switched up, and that's when he did the switcheroo, which is one of the best parts of the whole fucking movie.
switches it because the ring is an actual transmitter.
Now this is what happened. This is not actually you're skipping all the way. No, I'm talking with Lupin.
No, see, I skipped all the way.
Yes, you skipped all the way. Nah, this is what happened. So when Lupin gets there, he noticed that Zenigata is like complaining, like because they straight up, at least in the dub I seen, at least the dub I had, they just straight up just made fun of Zenigata and all the Japanese people, like y'all don't need to be here.
I mean, and
like,
Zenigata,
but we're here on behalf of Interpol. Interpol has us here, so respect us, man. Like,
I mean, to Zenigata's credit, though, they've never played Zenigata as a bumbling idiot. He's just a guy he's a man on a mission, basically. So I always appreciate Lupin whenever I get a chance to. It's like, no, Zenigata ain't stupid.
Yeah, no, not by a long shot. But he immediately notices that there's something not right about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the fact that
Lupin is there.
Like not just he know Lupin is there, but at the same time like something don't smell right about this whole fucking place. So finally, and you see because the guard shows him like don't be walking around because he took out a cigarette and that joke lit one of those lasers hit that motherfucker. He's like, yo.
It was like pristine. It was like, shit.
He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, don't tell your men don't be walking around over here, right? And so later on, Zenigata is like, what are you telling me to leave? Like, I was told that they was telling him he had to leave because Interpol told him to pull out. And he's like, no, I'm not leaving. And he wanted to talk to the Count. And it was like, no, you can't do that now. In the dub I saw, he was like you your tools don't have no power here. I'm like, Jesus.
It's like he's like, yeah, you're from another country. Get the fuck out of here.
But that being said, they would call their ass Oriental. But anyway, but he told him to leave, right? So it's so funny. He's like, rest assured, I'll be back. He walks off, right? 2 seconds later, Zenigata comes running back up. Tell me something. Was I just up here? You're like, what? That was Lupin,
you idiot. And I like how the guy looked at him like, son of a bitch, and runs off and stuff. And Lupin
it's so funny. It is so funny. You immediately hear Lupin like, see you later. And it's like,
flushed down the stairs.
Everybody started running out. He's like, you're not going anywhere, Lupin. So they got like, Lupin. And then they just jump each other. Now, here's the best part. Lupin walks in. Now, when Lupin walks in, he gets the first booby trap. The booby trap is if you look at this statue, the statue will not only take a picture of you, but the floor will open up, right? So he jumps, Zenigata falls through. It's hilarious.
Should look like that shit from fucking Resident Evil 4 when Leon gets dropped in the fucking damn thing. I was like, oh, well, we just drop people in there like, ah.
Yep. So Lupin makes it around that one, actually catches on guard. They fall right into shit. Was the Count was clowning them niggas out. But it's like Lupin's in the fucking building. What we gonna do? Don't worry, we're gonna eventually get him. Lupin tries, he made it up to the top, but he makes it over to Fujiko. Fujiko's like, what are you doing here? She's like, straight up, what are you doing here? And he was like, and she was like, well, the only
I'm quite sure one of them was, "Hey, was I just up here? That
Yep,
was
I
Lupin."
passed it. Yep. We can
No,
only pass
it
that.
was
I nailed
no,
it. Don't worry.
no. It's all good because the moment, and I already know that scene too, because the moment you said, "Yeah," as soon as Lupin got in, here's me. Fuck, they did it.
Yep. Yo, I like how I like how Zenigata boys came up there with the riot shields and fucking batons in hand, like, yo, we're gonna fuck these damn people up. Let's go.
To give the Japanese one thing, they was ready for smokage.
Yes, they were.
First of all, that is not the Japanese. That is 100% Interpol, sir.
Yeah, Interpol always. Let's be real. Interpol always wants to smoke because they don't give a fuck. They will fuck people up regardless of what country.
Damned.
Thank you. They don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, we're in Australia. Well, we're gonna beat the Aussies' ass, won't we? All right, cool. You know, it's done. They don't give a shit.
We're gonna burn this motherfucker down.
One of the best things ever. Interpol can't be in America. Yes, they can.
They'll fucking beat my black ass for shits and giggles. What are you talking about?
Like, what the fuck they could? Who told you that? Who told you that? What book was you reading anyway? Yeah. But
Kunan messes boards.
No. Stop it, CJ. Stop it.
So DJ said the part where we on right now is actually so
gotta be real. I just found out I just pitched a new fucking Lupin the Third movie, Lupin versus Kunan. Who wins?
Dude, that would be the shortest movie in history.
Lupin and the Mystery of Kunan. Who is Kunan?
So anyway, the part where we on there is when Lupin was sitting on top of the castle trying to shoot a rocket to Lady Clarice, and he takes the zip line out, and then he sits there, and then lighter won't light it, and then it falls down. He tries to grab it, and then he got it, and he tries to sit it down, but it falls again, and he tries to get it, and then he runs down this long ass motherfucking roof, and he jumps. Nigga, I almost seen this shit.
That's some fucking cliffhanger slash Stallone bullshit.
No, that ain't cliffhanger slash Stallone. That's not cliffhanger slash Stallone. That is Bruce Willis tying a fire hose to his waist and leaping off the Nakatomi building.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, it is. But let me tell you something. He jumps, lands on the other roof, takes 2 good steps, jumps again, and he grabs
No, hold on. No, wait. I'm sorry. I take that back, D. No, that's not Bruce Willis then. In that case, that was Jackie Chan leaping from the damn parking garage inside of a building from Rumble in the Bronx.
First off, I understand we as black people are athletic, but that's a white man and Japanese man sport there, and you will never see a black man do that bullshit.
First of all, hold up, D. I got this. CJ, we saw that in every blaxploitation movie in the 70s.
Not now though, so that tells you how much rules have changed.
Christopher, I'm sorry. There's a term that a lot of us black people like to say. Have you seen our fucking DNA lately on Twitter? Nigga, we are jumping over full speed cars and doing trips. White boys are still getting clipped by the fucking toes. We're clearing them now. Dog. Have you seen?
Don't hype me up, D. Don't hype me up, D. Because if I get hit by a car, I'm blaming you because I didn't clear it.
Hey, first off, Chris, let's just keep it real, dog. I'm pretty sure you're doing a lot of weight training and all the rest of that. That's weight training. You ain't jumping over shit, dog. You ain't Kobe. Nobody ain't Kobe in here.
I mean, I could jump high up and I could jump high up stationary, but yeah, I ain't clearing the car.
Remember that shit? Peyton Manning said, "Look, if you're over 30, you're trying to get in shape. Stop."
So you're over 30.
No, you know what that is, D? You know what that is, D? That's Peyton Manning. He was trying to go on a diet, and his son came in there with a fucking Pizza Hut pizza, and he was like, you know what? Fuck diet.
No,
I didn't see it. No, I don't remember that commercial.
The commercials was Peyton Manning giving everybody advice. He said, hey, if you're over 30 and you're trying to get a 6-pack, just don't. Just get bigger shirts.
I'm just gonna be honest with
Peyton Manning with his.
I'm gonna be honest with you, D. Hey, D. Real talk. I think that's low key and actual real advice that he probably gave somebody because he actually followed it.
There are some people. I'm looking at myself. Oh, I can get in shape. Hey, D. That 8-pack you're gonna get is going to ruin your marriage. What are you talking about, D? You're going to become an asshole if you're granted an 8-pack.
No, I
D,
always
hold on, D. First of all, I don't see you turning into Robbie from Dinosaurs when he took steroids.
Nah. I'm not talking. I'm going to turn. Nah. But I'm going to have this weird girlfriend named like her name is going to be Lasha or some shit. Lasha, like who? Like what is she? Black? Nah, I think she Armenian. Is she Spanish?
Armenian.
Like she's like what is she? She's been an Eastern. Dude, what is she? Man, she's my babe. You have 3 kids, Dwayne.
Dude, I swear to God, man. It's like Tony Romo. I'm pretty sure Tony Romo had a 6-pack and then he got married and he was like, you know what? I leave those days behind.
Yo,
I'm done.
I feel bad for the athlete that does have to finally lose that fucking pack. I feel bad for him because that was their identity. That's how they fucked. That was a symbol for them.
Hey, you see TL still hanging on to that 8-pack. He's like, I ain't getting rid of this shit.
That nigga's single. He's still fucking. So
no, there you go. Same with fucking Chad. I eat McDonald's every day, Ocho Cinco and shit. I'm like, yo, fuck you, Chad. Fuck you. Anyways,
I don't know how the fuck we got off this era.
But anyways, my man in that rocket, that dude jumps all those rooftops, finally makes it to fucking Lady Corliss.
Like this motherfucker, he does a little zip line down, comes down, all graceful, wakes, almost rapey, but come on, it's an anime movie, it's the 70s, shut the fuck up.
It's 1979. It was a thing.
You better shut the fuck up.
No, it was 19.
Beautiful.
No. Here's the best part. It was 1979 and no one complained.
No one complained.
Miyazaki was just.
Japan.
Miyazaki. Miyazaki is looking at somebody and was like, "Do we think we should put that in?" And Miyazaki is looking at him in the face like, "We're keeping it in this movie."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
14.
I'm sorry. Are you questioning something that I am making?
Are you questioning greatness? Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like he open palm slapped a lot of people.
I imagine he went through the studio and open palm slapped people off rip.
Here's the thing y'all gotta understand. Miyazaki shades his son all the time. His son is an animator, a decent damn animator. But his shit can't get respected because his dad go, oh damn, you see that little trash my son made? Yeah, I know, right? Oh damn!
So what you're saying is he's worse than Jackie Chan shitting on his son.
Yo, it's like this. Like, yeah, your son. This is what you need to do, man. Help other niggas. You know what I mean? I mean, you got celebrity because
drawing ain't your forte, son.
Like drawing ain't your forte, man. You can help niggas. I think your animation better than Berserk. You can go on there. Bum niggas make awesome things. Look, why you getting mad? See, that's why you can't.
You want to swing at me, son?
That's why you're not me, son. You don't swing at your father when you got a chance. You're not a man.
Nah, you know how it is. His son gets mad and he just walks away.
That's why Nausicaa Valley in the Wind was shit.
No. See, here's the funny thing. You can't say that shit with a straight face. No, you can't. No, you can't say it was shit. No, it wasn't. You don't even believe that. You don't believe that because you ain't a man. If you was a man, I could believe the thing that come out your mouth. Oh, what you gonna do? Yeah, go in your room, play your koozie like the bitch you are.
I inspired Ted Turner's Captain America because of that movie. Fuck you, son.
Talking to me, man. Talking to me like I ain't did shit.
You gonna look at me in my eye.
That's in my face.
Yo, I got sons. They got different last names. Making animes I don't watch, bitch. What?
His wife is in earshot like, what was that? His wife is in earshot like, what was that, honey? Nothing.
No, hold on. No, hold up. CJ, you said earshot talking about what was that, honey? Oh no, nigga, this is Miyazaki. You heard me, bitch.
Go make daddy a sandwich.
I got an idea. I got an idea. Little mermaid, but she a goldfish. That's stupid. Shut the fuck up. Princess Mononoke.
Environment. Wu-Tang.
No, Princess Mononoke. Like, hold on. Princess Mononoke. You're just saying that because you copied Mulan.
Ooh, Copy Mulan. You know what Mulan ain't did? You know Mulan not to copy Mulan. Mulan didn't have a point, bitch. Did
How about you?
Mulan have a dying fucking wolf? No. Did it have worms coming out of a pig's head? Nah. You know what do you know what the meaning of my movie is? No, you don't. Because that means you're gonna have to, know what words is, nigga.
I'm sorry.
Miyazaki punking his kid, dog.
Last joke before we continue. I swear to God, I feel low-key Miyazaki's son helped out on Steam Boy because he thought that was going to oust his dad seat at the table.
Yo, there's got to be one anime that came out in the last 5 years that he's attached to, where motherfuckers are going, ooh, not bad. I know Miyazaki's like, wow, so we doing shonen now?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Wow. Like what's wrong, son? Like, wow, Dad, what's wrong? What's wrong with that? Just gotta say, son, when I bust a nut inside your mama, it was I had reasons. You can't be like, so what you doing right now? This right here, yo. You've been proving it for the last 50 that you ain't shit. So,
really, nigga, really, my nigga, One Piece, really. Why One Piece? You couldn't do Attack on Titan. You couldn't do that. No, you One Piece.
No. It'll take man do that shit. Man do that. Hey, yo, Kira, get your ass over here and laugh at my son for me.
Do I have to?
The good question is this. D, why Akira Toriyama? That's your boy. Yeah, that's my boy. But real talk, Miyazaki tells that nigga to lick his.
You kissed the originator.
Yo, guess who his nigga is? But hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Cal Jarrett? Like Miyazaki, what's up? They do this little gang joke.
Gang, nigga.
Yo, why the fuck? Look, why Kyle Jerry walk away from it? Hey, man, how long you and Miyazaki knew each other, man? Fuck that nigga. For real. But if I could, man, I kill that nigga. Why man? Wow, make that nigga a god, man? Fuck that nigga.
He put out Ghost in the Shell. He tried to embarrass me with Ghost in the Shell. I hate that motherfucker. I hate him. No.
That's what Cal Jerry said about him. Oh, like remember that time we was doing remember that time when I put out Ghost in the Shell, they was like all praising me. He was like, why your wife wear that to the premiere? I already told you then that nigga was a bitch.
Speaking of which, the lighting when Lupin visits Clarice is actually pretty good because again, this movie functions like an actual movie, and I just like the lighting. And again, it's an animated movie, and they pay attention because, like I said, Miyazaki knows how to pay attention to those little intricate details and stuff like that. That's just it's something that I won't say it's missing nowadays, but it's like for something that was hand drawn. By the way, this ain't CGI shit. It's like hand drawn.
It's really and it's really gorgeous how the colors blend. Watching a Blu-ray cut of this fucking movie is fucking gorgeous.
Do you know how much
it's 4K too.
Do you know how much the animation sales go for this fucking movie?
I mean, they
quite a mint.
Oh yes, it does. They put a kid in college for that shit.
Man, they're in the 100,000s, man. They are big time. Man.
It's crazy, man.
I'm going to continue to put the thread up of different pictures from this movie on our Twitter page, and I'm going to put them up on our Instagram page too. But there are like several sales in this movie I fucking want. You know
I just like how Lupin gets surrounded by all those assassins once the jig is up between him and Lady Clarice.
Yeah.
And my man is just sitting there with his again, he has that 1970s look with the Burt Reynolds look. That's what he looks like a little bit.
Some sideburns.
Man,
I
the
like
mustache.
how that motherfucker straight up talks out of one side of his mouth. Well, it would seem that you're
like our boy Gerard Butler.
Yeah. Yo, why the fuck? No, but I love it, man, because Kurt Thornton, who is playing the count in this, man, he plays this slimy. Well, it seems, Clarice, that you can't leave where you are at.
The one thing I always loved about the villains in every Lupin movie is they all have that distinctive look.
Yeah.
No, seriously. The Count has every villain look in Lupin shows.
Did you like his great value Dr. Wily minion next to him?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Jodo, man. That dude, like I said, he's a fucking
Yo. But why is it again, because Lupin is so smooth. I like how he drops Lupin in a hole and Lupin still has his hands in his pocket and just drops down just all smooth and GQ.
I mean, and the zip, and just the little, like, you just see him zips all the way down. And she's like crying. Of course, man, that's a fucking drop. This motherfucker not only zip lines up and he kind of survives that shit, but they show him in the tunnel and you see spikes all around him as you're going down. I'm like, bullshit, you're dead. Bullshit, you're fucking dead, nigga.
If that was me, I'd be dead.
Whatever, anime.
Hey, but also we also have to shout out to the Count also to show how much of a bad guy he is. He does that shit that most piece of shit boyfriends do when they control and they grab the girl by the fucking chin on some Ike Turner shit. I was like, bro, you were like one step away from just giving her the backhand to marry your ass. Like,
I'm pretty sure there was a deleted scene. He did in fact give her a backhand.
That is all. Yeah, it's just the way he grabs her. It looks so disturbing and off-putting, but again, it works because he's the villain. It's like, he is really just sleazy as all fuck, man.
I mean, first of all,
my darling, if you know what's good for you, you will eat your cake.
It's like eat the cake, Clarice. Eat the cake. But then what had it rolling was that Lupin all of a sudden is talking to him, and all of a sudden, the Count's he's like, son of a bitch, the fuck's going on?
You know what? I just pictured this, by the way, since you said eat the cake, Clarice. I'm like, I see you were going for the high heels. I took the shoes. I'm one step ahead of you.
literally one step ahead of you. You see what I did there?
That's how rich people laugh.
But even with him being all cool and calm, I like when Lupin gives him the fake ring and it breaks and shit like that. And he actually gets under his skin for once, because the Count up to that point is just cool and calm.
Because because at that point he thought he had the other ring, so he knew that his legacy was safe and secure. Whoop. No, it wasn't.
Shit blows up. He's like, son of a bitch.
Nigga, it's first of all, there is no such thing as safe and secure when Lupin is anywhere in the room.
Thank you.
Man, this motherfucker sleight of hand has sleight of hand, nigga. So
I wish I had sleight of hand.
This motherfucker sneak is at 100, But why the fuck? But Lupin, they dump all the water in there, and Lupin falls into a catacomb underneath all the castle. And it's like Bone City in it. It looks like a Dark Souls level, nigga.
I know, right?
What would then? Hold on. You say Dark Souls. I say it looks like what would then become Uncharted 1.
Yeah,
like chapter 18 in Uncharted 1.
Side note though, him and what's his face? They're underground basically. Like, I guess we gotta tuck in for the night and stuff. I like how it transitions from that, and we see Goemon just standing on the castle, and fucking Jigen's ass is all in the fucking camo and shit. And I'm like, so Jigen just decides he's gonna hide himself, but Goemon's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna stand here with my sword. I'm ready.
That's what he does. That's what they always.
It's funny as shit to me though.
They always wait until they always wait until they get the green light from the boss, from Lupin, to do something.
Yeah. Because the reason why is because at this point, and two things. Number one, they have no communication with him, so they have to only look out for a sign. Of course, if these motherfuckers are all-stars that they are, it's going to be something slight, or it's going to be something slight that only they can pick up, or they just like, oh, that motherfucker making a big-ass mess. Let's go. Shit like that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's all they were doing. They was waiting on something from him.
Yeah.
Nope, just wait for the boss. Wait for him to do something. Matter of fact, let me say this in today's terms. Let him work.
Yeah. Basically,
like when Lupin was walking in the catacombs before Zenigata got to him, he was like, "Wow, like all this killing for what?" And he sees like a old Japanese soldier that put his that wrote something on the wall. It was in 1904 or some shit like that, man. Zenigata shows up. He like, "Hey Zenigata, before you get mad at me, look behind me." He's like, "What do you mean?" "Oh God.
I like it.
Rest in peace, old soldier."
I like how Zenigata and Lupin though, they faked themselves like they were in the same position, and them fucking damn scuba ninjas rolled up in there and shit.
Yeah. Yo, there was something that was done very well in Lupin Part 4. They pretty much explained it was like something where Zenigata lost his memory and he started stealing like Lupin. And it kind of revealed something. And we mentioned it earlier and we're going to mention it again. Zenigata is fucking beast level. He actually is beast level. It's just that Lupin is fucking broken.
Let me hold on.
I love how they did that in Part 4. How they explained that shit.
And you want to know something, D? And that's not the first time they did that with Zenigata. I'm gonna do a field trip with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Lupin the Third Part 2. There was that scientist who figured out a trap to get Lupin. He put all the world's biggest treasures in one room, and what he did was he challenged Lupin to try to break in and take it, right? And he figures my supercomputer is going to figure everything out that Lupin is going to do before he does it. Meanwhile, before he sends out the invitation to Lupin, Zenigata was there because he was explaining everything to him. Zenigata noticed one of his ancestors throwing pennies. And what happened was he looked at it and goes, "Why the hell is this here? This belongs in a museum. It's my great ancestors' like pennies. He used to throw this thing at the crooks whenever he chased after them." Like, no. What he ended up doing, he ended up stealing it. While he's on duty, he stole it, put it in his pocket, and went looking for Lupin and his crew. Now, keep in mind, it was one. There was like a whole bunch of those pennies, but he just took one. And when he went looking for Lupin, he went after Jigen. He arrested him literally in less than 5 seconds. And he grabbed freaking Goemon as well. Less than 5 seconds. You want to talk about somebody on the A game. This was like early day. This was like year one Steph Curry just dumping 3-pointers, left and right. He caught all of Lupin's gang and finally reached Lupin and told him, "I need your help. Like, I want to become a criminal to steal my ancestors' pennies because they belong in a museum, not in some bullshit trap to catch you."
Yeah. You know what? I just realized, Eric, you're right. I remember that episode. Vaguely.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember that episode.
It's always those one episodes where Zenigata was like super A game.
Yeah.
And I always felt like, you know what, if the writers really wanted to, he could legit catch everybody in Lupin's gang, including Lupin himself. And that, if he really wanted to end it. But guess what? He has done that, and it was only because it was all part of Lupin's fucking plan.
Exactly. He does that, and he did that in Part 4 and did it in Part 5. I love the one in Part 4 where Lupin was locked up in jail, and Zenigata's like, "Nope, I'm standing here the whole time. I know you're gonna break out. I don't know how you're gonna fucking do it.
But we'll figure it out.
I'm not leaving. You're not breaking out." What the fuck happened?
Broke out.
What the fuck happened? What do you think happened? Lupin broke out. So they always do that where Zenigata, who is, like I said, who is on S level, fucking just like flunks. He doesn't know how it happened.
But speaking of which, with Zenigata, so Lupin, they finally get to the place that has all the money, all the printing press and stuff, and Lupin goes into this whole expository thing about Gothic bills, and basically what it is the Sovereign Nation is printing Gothic bills of every bills that represent every country, so won, pesos, everything. And what he does is he talks about the history of it. So basically, Gothic bills played a part in the history and stuff in terms of funding wars and stuff.
Yep.
And more or less, it led to the Great Depression in the 1920s and stuff. More, to a degree.
Yeah, they
So
said it basically, like the and now you said Gothic bills. At least
the streamline does say
version I was on.
Gothic bills.
Yeah, the
So,
one I was on
like-
said goat bills because it went with the the Rams and all that. So they call
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
You know what I have to say for that? Think Disney dollars, but no one questions it.
Yeah, think Disney dollars that they actually had fucking worth, and think if somebody actually printed a whole lot of fucking dollars, and it looked like fucking real dollars. Like nobody could
Bison money.
Oh, so another so
bison
the
money,
one
bison bucks.
Bison bucks.
AD, right there where you said either it's money that looks like real money. So the $1.9 trillion stimulus.
Something like that.
Okay.
Except it does stuff.
You just like it?
Speaking of which, speaking of burning money, apparently we burn fake money and everybody freaks out.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares about real world stuff. I wish Lupin was real life because he could actually steal from the government.
Yeah, but he tried to do that several times, and
the only time he's ever done he would only do that against like other governments, like the countries, other countries' government.
Yeah, even in the last one that he just did, what I like to call Lupin versus the fucking internet, he still had to deal with like a fake country, like the joke of Dr. Doom's place.
Liberia.
Liberia, I couldn't think of the name. Thank you.
Dude, but I think the funniest thing is after they burned the money, I like this scene because look, this is on some.
I'm sorry. I like how also his age. He's like, look, rubles, shekels, like German Deutschmarks. Like,
look, they got wands.
Franks, wands. I was like, he said all that shit. I was like, yeah, like wow. There's some English kid born in 2004. Like, what's half of that shit?
Like, what's half of that?
Like, I don't know.
No. Here was me. Hey, D, here's me when I heard Deutschmarks. Like Deutschmarks. I shed a single tear.
Yeah, I know. When he said rubles, I'm like, oh, God, I didn't hear the word rubles in a while, man.
Man, but I like the whole scene of Lupin and old boy running up the stairs. I was like, that is some work and a half to get the fuck up them goddamn stairs.
I like
Holy
how
shit.
Lupin and Zenigata were hurling motherfuckers off this damn tower.
To Zenigata's credit, though, I did appreciate the fact that they did show his ass out of breath, sweating his ass off when he got to the roof. So I was like, that's a nice little attention to detail.
I really did like how Zenigata but they were both still in their drawers while they did that shit.
Well, they did change halfway up, so you know how that is.
I mean, come on. You're talking about the combined teamwork of two people that were handcuffed at the neck.
Yeah.
Yo, all that shit was going down. Fujiko does what Fujiko does best. By the way, Eris, blonde Fujiko doesn't do it for me. Anyway,
hold on. Wait. You said blonde Fujiko doesn't do it for you?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it, but because I grew, I came up with Lupin the Third Part 2. I enjoy brunette Fujiko.
Me too. Actually, you know what? Stop altogether. No, I don't like this Fujiko for one main reason. Why? Way too Miyazaki.
Yeah.
She is way too Miyazaki. She's too soft. Real talk. Her boobs look weird. The camouflage. That camouflage is working, girl. Go ahead,
bro. They work. She has been. No,
bro.
seriously. She has rocked the camo look for so many years.
Yeah, she has.
I mean, the only time she didn't rock the camo look was Part 2.
Mm-hmm. I think it it was the type of movie that it was, man. So I'm not mad at her she looks, man. Come on, this movie's fucking awesome, gorgeous.
I'm just saying, Fujiko let that fucking Fujiko had that thing on her, and she was letting the chopper fly.
Yo, man,
bruh.
She was one hand in a motherfucking Uzi Young, like. Remember Remember that scene of the motherfucking Ghost in the Shell where that motherfucker had that Uzi in the beginning?
Mhm.
That's how she did that shit.
Yo.
Between her rocking the Uzi or her rocking the Chicago typewriter, it's always she always looks hot whenever you see her shoot.
Also,
now, I will say this. When she threw that grenade and it blew up and it didn't blow up the glass, she's like, damn, it's grenade proof. Here's me. How about none of you deaf?
thank you.
I know it's a 70s
Your ears
anime
aren't
movie.
ringing? What's going on here?
Like I said, I know it's a 70s anime movie because real talk, we was watching Gundam and we were like, that shit, you can't do that. No. So I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but wow, they
Also,
were
I
like
will say
2
this.
feet away from the glass, weren't they? They
Also,
were
I
like 2
would say-
feet away from that.
Also,
There
it
was-
is. It's. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, D, you got to remember there was also that time we talked about that other anime, Project Echo. Remember when Biko she used missiles to blow out glass. She used it to blow out a glass window. Like, yeah, anyone in that room should be completely deaf.
Completely deaf.
I
Or
mean-
the front part of their face is like fried because of the heat.
It's surreal though to see Lupin like actually take a hit and he's bleeding because it's weird because like blood in anime, especially for something like this, when you see it, you get kind of like, whoa, shit, serious. Okay, all right, this is a thing that happens and stuff, and it's crazy to me when you see it with Lupin and you think Lupin is this invincible person that can never die or get hit or get shot, and then you see it and you're like, whoa. Oh, okay. Is he going to survive?
All right. No, we've seen Lupin get wrecked
man,
like plenty of times.
Oh, no, I need to see plenty of them and stuff.
You remember when I said shots? That's a shot I'm talking about right there. When he got shot in the back and you see him like, you see the gyro play in the background blow up. That still, I need that, bro.
Shout out to Zenigata still fucking flying that flaming wreck. My man still fucking flew that shit.
That joke was like making a little. It was making all the sound effects.
No, it's like that shit. It's like that shit in GTA 5 where if you hit the propeller by accident, you have about a good 5 minutes before your chopper goes down.
bro. And what had me? What had me?
You just see the propeller slowly stop spinning. You hear the engine just go dead.
Bro, what had me rolling though, on one hand, is two things. One, Fujiko during her best Batman, like, all right, look like you guys got it.
She peaced out.
Hey, I'm like, God damn. The second one, Lupin, when the plane blows up, he's floating in the sky. Goemon does the fucking ninja shit, chink chink, and all his clothes fly off. I was like, well, that was nice. You're a good friend.
I love the line he says when he falls into the car, like, this dishonors my blade.
It's like nobody told you to do it, but you're a good friend. So
that's what I'm saying. He's being a friend, but real talk, nigga. I ain't cutting your clothes off again, motherfucker.
That's equivalent. That's equivalent to using Goemon's blade to like cut up some carrots for a fucking stew or something. He's just gonna look at you like, why? Why am I doing this right now?
Like, are you serious right now? You really want me to use that?
So it's fuck my ancestors, huh? All right. That's how you feel about my people and my heritage, man. Fuck you though, man, for real.
Yo, that's almost equivalent to TMNT 1990 movie when Casey Jones is cutting up food with Leonardo's sword. I was like, oh, that is Leonardo's sword, ain't it? All right, that's what's up. Oh man, but so Zenigata is actually at this council of all these different countries and stuff. I mean, is it like the UN basically?
Yeah, you might as well call it the UN.
Yeah, this is the UN.
And he's all telling them, hey, this country is shooting you all these freaking, counterfeit bills. We got to do something. And basically it turns into...
we got a fucking case here. We got them dead to rights. Why are we going to the country?
And how does the UN respond to this? Who the fuck is we?
Thank you. It turns very political. It turns very political, like it is in real life, where it's like, well, we gotta help.
Sorry. So it turns into the UN, where nobody does nothing.
It's like real life. You get one side, it's like, hey, we gotta nip this shit in the bud.
I like that.
It ain't affecting me. So
I like the Cold War tension. Here's the Russian people. They was like this. like it might be quite embarrassing for some people to be noticed. You know, some super country might be on there. And here's America. Well, what about all the missiles that y'all got with some counterfeit bills that were by United States? Yeah. Yo, mama, bitch. I
And
was
then
like,
here's Zenigata. If we can get back to the subject at hand here, I'm
like,
talking
nah.
about shit that's happening in this country. I'm talking about shit that's happening in this country. You two want to go on this Cold War bullshit.
Dude,
Got it.
Zenigata just had the look of frustration that every person in his position would have, where it's just like, God damn, I just want to do my job.
When politicians politic, that's what happens.
I
And
mean,
even in a movie like it's kind of funny. I feel that Miyazaki did that on purpose, where I feel like Monkey Punch is like, you don't have to show that scene. No, we
will
have to
show it.
show.
Oh, like I'm
We
showing
don't
this.
have to. We have to show this. See, I can't put in that environmental message that you said that was quote unquote fruity. I said it was faggoty, but whatever.
I mean, hey,
AD, check it out. Like, here's Monkey Punch. Hey, you really didn't have to put that scene in, Miyazaki. I'm gonna.
It's like David Simon in The Wire when he puts in all those little nuances, those little intricate things in the police, where it's just basically like, yeah, the police is just as full of shit as politicians. I'm just gonna show you an inside baseball on what's really fucking happening, and you get somebody be like, "Well, David, did you have to put that in the show?" Yes, I did, because you guys need to know, because you need to know this shit.
I feel like in this case, it had to. Like, I feel that was Miyazaki's choice. Like, no, we gotta show these politicians being shitty.
But I mean, that's his detail. That's his attention to detail, though. That is attention to detail. You have to put that in there because it makes sense for the story. Because otherwise, any other cartoon, it'll be some bullshit where old boy actually gets something out of that whole UN thing, and it's like, no.
And first of all, you know how bullshit that would be if all it took was for Zenigata was like to just walk in, say one thing, and everybody in the UN automatically agrees, and they decide to send him help.
See, the thing they get to, and that's what it was explained by Lupin. That made so much sense. Not only did the goat bills start, the goat bills started so many different wars. It financed many countries through World War I and II. It financed Napoleon through his whole conquering. It financed all of this war and destruction. Like he said, it even made the collapse, started the Great Depression because it triggered that. I'm thinking it triggered everything terrible in humanity that was started by money and greed and all the rest of that shit. And when you sit back, you look at Miyazaki, is there a crying child that you want to put in the movie? And he's sitting there with his cigarette saying, Clarice is there, she'll do.
I feel.
Is there a crying child you wanted to use? If I had killed Clarice 20 minutes in, yes. But as you can see, we are already over an hour in, and she still lives.
All I'm saying is this, though.
That's when Miyazaki gets loud again, where he's like this, because I think when I make a family movie, I want to make a family movie. I want to touch you without killing nobody and doing unnecessary violence and all that shit. And he looks at a nigga who made Barefoot Gang. I mean, I don't just kill people and show death and destruction to make somebody feel something. I sit and write stuff. Fuck you, Hiyao. Fuck you, nigga.
I like how, like D mentioned this earlier with Lupin eating the food, but I like how it starts this whole flashback because Lupin names the dog Carl. He already knows the name of the dog Carl, and the guy is telling him like, "Yo, how the fuck does he know the dog's name?" And Django's like, "I don't know." And I like how Lupin does the shit that they do in anime, where all of a sudden the character opens their eyes and they say something very serious and shit, where it's like it started 10 years ago, and we find out that Lupin 10 years ago, after a situation that he was in, somehow managed to land at a young lady Clarice in her yard, and Carl was barking at him.
What happened was Lupin was young in the game. He was, and Lupin has always been broken, so yeah, he was winning. But yeah, he came up against Count Caglistro because he wanted to crack the secret. And guess what happened? The motherfucker got stone cold stunned as soon as he got into the motherfucker. So So he almost died, but he survived. I don't think he almost died, but he survived. But one of the people that brought him helped him back to his feet was Lady Clarice when she was like 6 or some shit like that with her dog Carl, which means that Carl is an old ass Great Dane, man. That is an old ass dog right there, man.
Old ass dogs are dope as hell.
He's still kicking.
Still
Great
kicking.
Danes can live about how long can Great Danes live? I thought they had like a short lifespan because like their bones and shit.
Look, even the dog my folks have, like that dog is still kicking, and I laugh because my dad was like, "Yeah, because we feed them dog food. We don't feed them human food like other people do, and them dogs die early."
Yeah. We give our
dog food.
Here's the funny thing, and I still think it's fucked up because I know they still do it and they don't want to admit it. Look, yeah, we give our dogs dog food, good old fashioned horse meat. That's what we give them.
The canned dog food that takes 50 years.
Still doing that? No, you didn't.
The dog food, the wet dog food that takes 50 years to come slowly out the can. Yeah, those dog foods.
Yeah. That dog food. Oh no. Dogs live off that. They love that shit. The wet shit. They love that.
No. Our dog was bougie from jump when it was like, yeah, I want dry food. I don't want that wet shit. And I'm like,
the fuck is this? No,
the fuck is this wet shit? No, you give me dry food.
You give me Dr. Perlman's Dr. Perlman's special blend. That's what the fuck you give me. You don't give me this shit. What the fuck is this? My dog was not like that. My dog ate everything. And my dog ate everything. It was so funny. When we finally gave her kibbles and bits, it was hilarious. She was like, the fuck is, oh, damn, flavor. The fuck is this white people food? Oh, my goodness, y'all balling now.
Yeah, you have to kind of be careful and stuff because most people realize it's like, yeah, dogs will survive a long time. If you give them dog food, they'll last. Like, it's nothing wrong with giving them human food every once in a blue moon, but if you make that a regular thing,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I also learned about dogs, and I hate to be that person. I've never seen dogs eat the worst shit, and I really mean when I say the word shit. So
they sniff shit, lick it, and they be like, shit.
Yeah.
And yet their mouths are still cleaner than humans.
Thank you, right?
I'm sorry. D of 3 Black Geeks don't believe in that white people's agenda.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's my thing. When I let a dog lick me, I'll be like, no, nigga, get the fuck up off me. Get off me.
My dog got 2 licks on me. Like, yeah, nigga, play too much, nigga. Do that again, I'm fucking you up.
See, our dog. See, at least our dog knows. Our dog just comes up to me and is just like, "Yeah, can you pet me for a couple seconds? All right, I'm good. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. I'm out." Goes over in his corner and chills and sleeps. That's all our dog does.
But Carl the dog looks like a Great Dane that has been doing. Looks like he's
a lot of protecting over the years.
Yeah, he did a lot of protecting. It looks like he's about to give it up, though, man. You know what I mean?
Well, he's retired. He's retired.
He's been long retired.
He's retired with anime Sam Elliott sitting next to Lupin.
Guess what his name is? Guess what his name is? Christopher.
I'm sorry, that is Sam Elliott. The voice and the demeanor is matching Sam Elliott. I'm getting Sam Elliott vibes from that guy, man.
That's pure Sam Elliott.
I forgot the guy.
I just need to sit there. Like I just want to sit there and listen to him to have him tell me tales about the writer.
No, I needed to do him like in Robot Chicken, white wine. Fuck yeah.
I need him to do it like he did the Family Guy. You see, Lois, the thing I like about women is that they're stronger than men, and men need women. And God damn it, I need you.
I started, real talk, man. There's like a lot of older white dudes that you can big up for. Sam Elliott is one of them because look, I didn't like that fucking piece of shit Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider, but god damn it, his ass rolled up in there.
He was the best thing about that movie.
Why you gotta bring look. Here's the thing, Chris. Look. We can shit on Ghost Rider all we want. My thing is this: why you keep on bringing up that shitty movie? Now that's just a bad movie to bring up.
I'm just saying, when they said
I'm sorry, Chris. We bring it up because Sam Elliott, again, he was the best thing about that movie.
He was old West fucking Ghost Rider that just happens to dig ditches and just tell stories. That's all he does. And I was like,
Hey, Christopher
Sam Elliott
Lambert,
shit.
fuck you for not doing nothing in the second one. Anyway,
Well, he did the laugh.
Besides, look, man, he already paid. You know what I'm saying? He paid.
Cleared.
No. No. I'm talking about he paid to give us the greatness, which was his acting in Roadhouse.
This is true. Who even in Roadhouse, he looked like he was 50 years old.
Yes, he did.
so
yeah, he was still kicking everybody's ass.
Motherfucker put this hair in a ponytail. I was like, oh shit, Sam Elliott must have fucked somebody up.
you remember when Sam Elliott was still kind of cut? He still had like a vein in his shoulder.
Roadhouse.
That Roadhouse look, man.
Like I said, that one vein. And you know when guys who are not like super cut, come on, Chris, you know what I'm talking on this one, man. Both of them. No, when we get that one vein, like yeah.
Sam Elliott, dude. Elliott.
Look, I put that one vein in my wife's face, like, yeah, you like that, don't you? Like that, don't you? I got a bigger one. D, I don't care about your dick. You should.
I gotta be honest with you. At this point, D, I think me, you, and Eris's goals is Heihachi and Tekken. We're old.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
We'll fuck you up. You might think we got a belly, but you try to punch us in the chest and it doesn't do shit. And it's like, what was that?
I ain't wearing a diaper. I'm sorry. Heihachi, you look good at 67, but I ain't wearing a diaper like you would have did in that game.
No.
I know you did that shit for your estranged adopted Korean son. I know you did that for his, but I wouldn't do it, son.
First of all, Chris, you already know me. I've been saying that shit for a decade. That when I hit 70 something, I want to be on Heihachi's level. Like, yo,
to fight you and you punch him in the chest. It's like, what was that, son?
Exactly. I will wait. I will wait for the day that an angry Native American woman tosses a tomahawk at me, and I catch it with my teeth and bite it in half.
I gotta say this. I'm telling this to all big white guys, big white guys, bulky white guys. When you guys hit 40 and you bulk up and you look good, I just gotta say this: if you're going for the Kevin the Bass look off of Dead or Alive. To
Kevin Owens.
The little biker look, that little biker look you got right there. If you're going for that, I'm just gonna be honest with you, dog. Stop.
Stop.
No. D, you don't like the you don't want them wearing the American flag do-rag? That could look right there, man.
It's like this. To D, it's like this. So it's like yeah, what's up, man? Yeah. Hey Daryl, come here. I got a question. So when y'all gonna get the divorce, man?
Now here's me. Hey D, hold up. To add to that, just we can go back to Lupin. I would just want to lean over like, hey, look here, Kevin, here, come here. Let me tell you something. They're not doing a sequel to Roadhogs. Hang that shit up.
Oh no, sir. You gotta go obscure. They're not making a sequel to Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. All right.
Man, hey,
look, if I really want to go, no. If I want to go super obscure, Chris, I would have said, look, nigga, we are not doing. We are not doing Born to Ride. Okay.
Hey, Dexter, come here. I got a question, Dexter. Man. Look both ways. Hey, man, I'm just going to have to say this, man. Look, I know, you love the little Sons of Anarchy shit, but you've been saying a lot of aggressive things at once. No, chill, man. It's not like that. I didn't say you were racist, bro. Chill, man. Chill. All right, fuck. All right, man, cool. All right, bye, man. Bye.
All right, Jax, get the fuck up out of here.
Look. I walk over to you, Chris. He's like this. What he say? Nah, man. He gonna keep on doing that shit. He's like, fuck him, man. Nah. All right, I try to warn him. He about to get fired. Look at this, like he about to get fired. 2 days later, we all sitting there. Yeah, he got fired. Here's Harris. I told you he was gonna get fired. D, did you tell him? I told him don't say that racist shit.
Fucking Opie over here got fucking fired. Ain't that bitch?
I mean, yeah, Opie over here thought he was
just when you thought it was safe.
Bro, I like bro. So I like how no. But I like how Fujiko immediately next scene calls up Zenigata like, yeah. So Lupin's gonna crash that wedding. You know you can bring your men up in there, right? Right? He's like,
yeah,
oh shit, I
yeah,
can't.
you're right about that. Yeah, because if you're investigating Lupin and not the Count, and you just so happen to go in there and find something, it's
Also,
all
fuck politics.
admissible.
Also, fuck politics. Do what you want.
It's not admissible in court. Wait a minute, hold up. Oh shit.
Oh
So,
shit, my
so
man.
that motherfucker, I like how Zenigata, who's been drunk out of his mind the last
Down
2.5
bad like a
days,
motherfucker.
This motherfucker waiting for the plane tickets for them to go back to Tokyo.
Yo,
They crashed. We out.
Dude, they crashed the wedding on some fucking Dwayne Wayne shit from different world and stuff.
So they had a full-on plan where not only Lupin somehow dresses like the Archbishop who is marrying the Duke, but they also have knowledge that they kind of drugged up Lady Clarice in the process. On top of that, these motherfuckers had to come up from the catacombs, meaning that they had to beat up the security that was already beneath the catacombs in the first. These motherfuckers was ready.
Yo, I like how the Reverend of the wedding saw Lupin at like you think he was an actual ghost and shit, and he did the fucking Catholic fucking the whole time like.
Yo, if you was watching the dub I was watching, he was going straight up Italiano, man. He was like, "Mamma mia, this is omen. Come my child." No, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He was
linguine, spaghetti, ooh.
spaghetti. Hey, oh.
And then he just goes completely like no D. Then he goes completely out of character. Mongol Santa Maria.
Oh, Santa Maria. Yo, but it's so funny because Lupin, it's a dummy that they're carrying of Lupin. It blows up and all these dollars come out. And for whatever reason, here's the funny thing. You got to think about this. Fujiko is dressed as a TV reporter and is reporting to the whole world. So here's the thing. Fujiko had to not only subdue in whatever way the TV crew, because you think they're just going to let her, of all people, and have a cameraman who's down for it, just film this to the world. No, she paid people off to go undercover in that motherfucker. So Fujiko is filming all of this shit as it goes, and it's great because it's great Miyazaki animation because it's so much movement. And that was the one thing I wanted to ask you, Eris. The one thing I do miss about some of the older anime in the 90s is that they used a lot. They took advantage of the fluid movement. You know what I mean? And it's just so cool when you see a whole lot of shit happening at once, and like everything that's happening at once has like a different story to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like between scenes like that and then scenes like the highway chase from Riding Beam. Like just beautifully animated shots.
Even Gunsmith Cats.
Yeah, and Gunsmith Cats.
I will go. Like, you would look at everybody like brings up Akira, and even with Akira is a good thing because you see a constant moving city in the background. Like even the concrete is moving by beneath it. You can tell that even that is hand drawn. You know what I mean?
The thing is, I don't even want to use Akira because Akira is like already highly overpraised.
It's overpraised. It's not great.
That's why I use Riding Beam.
Here's the funny thing. That's only one of 2 shots, well, 3 shots in that movie that I think is like the best of all time. Everything else in there, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Good. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. This whole the whole scene though, when Lupin gets Lady Clarice and they're going through the clock tower and stuff, I just got Uncharted 2 vibes immediately.
Oh my god, I got so many Uncharted 2.
How many people did you kill today, Lupin? Just today? How many?
No, I'm talking to going through that, but also him going through them gears like that shit, that puzzle and the fucking up in Tibet and shit. And I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, Bobby don't want it to bet. The thing that killed me about that was when Lupin when they was like they got on one of the gears and they hopped out of it before they got crushed, and like 2 seconds later you hear a guy go ah! And it was like it was so funny. A guy that was right behind him, he's like, not that way. And the Count, Go up the stairs, you idiots.
But I like how Lupin
And
and
when
the
he did
Count.
that, I was like, I like how the Count just knew, like, well, that's just one dead person. Why the fuck are y'all looking at me? The stairs right there, nigga. Like, keep it
Gotta
moving.
say,
The Count has been slowly losing it as this movie
Oh my
progresses.
god.
slowly
At
losing
this
it.
point,
My
he is
nigga,
done.
my nigga decided, hey, I'm gonna go full WWE and wear this fucking goat mask the whole goddamn time. I'm like, okay, all right.
Nah,
I
man,
guess.
I was hoping that he had that on. I mean, yo,
Well, up until Lupin hit him with the took it off with the fucking lit with the wrench and shit, but still, it was just like,
no, I'm laughing because he did have the fucking mask on the whole fucking time.
I was like, yo, dog, the wedding's over. Take the mask off. All right,
Oh,
I guess
man,
you're gonna keep it on, man.
Hey man, he gotta stay in there. Man, like it was, he gotta stay in character, man. You know, he's the ram head or whatever the hell they call it. But
hey, there are certain outfits that I dig, and to this day I still, because those kind of outfits to me, they appeal to me in a way and stuff, but I wouldn't, it's kind of like how like the royal family, with Prince Harry and all that. Well, relevant. When they get married, they wear like the British officer's uniform. I'm like, this is like some Zex and Trey Kushinaga outfits. Yeah. I mean, they look dope as shit. Don't get it twisted. I mean,
and it's stupid because I'm sorry, and it's stupid because we really look at it like those are military suits, and it's like, what the fuck have you done? Who you kill? Who did you kill? See, back in the if we believe legends, back in the day, knights kings killed people. Some kings did. Some kings did. Not all of them did.
So some of them were about that life.
Yeah, there were a bunch of warrior kings. But then I see all of these British royalty wearing motherfucking like the Navy, like the British Royal Guard shit and all the rest of that. I'm thinking to myself, who?
Yo, Harry, who'd you kill?
Rambo. Hey, Rambo. Who the fuck you killed?
Got all the fucking medals, and I'm like, what war, Prince Harry, did you go to? I don't remember there any wars over in Britain.
Prince Charles can ride a dick. If you see the medals he got,
man, when him and Diana got married, I seen old pictures of them get married. I was like, bro, that's a lot of goddamn medals.
Prince Charles and who's Elizabeth's brother?
I forgot his name.
Die. The cadaver that's still being alive by motherfucking the shit that's
mean Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, man, the shit that's keeping the Purple Man alive and motherfucking Five Nights at Freddy's. That same nigga. That same shit. Like,
fucking hold on. No. You know who he is? Fucking old boy from fucking Metal Gear that was at the graveyard in 4.
Zero. Anyway, all right, Zero. But yeah, so they finally get to the top of this clock tower. So Lupin's like, all right, Count. So this is what we're gonna do. You got Clarice, I have the rings.
And I'll tell you the riddle.
Like, I'm gonna put the rings down. Like, you see up above you, you put the rings inside those eyes. You put the rings inside those eyes, it will reveal the real treasure of Caglistro. Now, I will put these down. You gonna give me Clarice, and you can take the ring. Take the rings. He gets halfway. Count goes like, nah, see, I ain't stupid. His fucking fingertips had rockets on them. And they shoot at Lupin. Lupin ducks. Clarice tries to help him. Clarice falls down. Lupin chases her. And ain't no way in the world Lupin hit that water without snapping his neck. But, anime. So
animation. Miyazaki isn't going to go realism on certain elements. So,
It's just the way that Lupin had his head tilted up.
Because technically, old boy's sword should have snapped with all that weight on it too. So
Yeah. So, but
speaking of stuff snapping,
yeah. Oh Dookie.
What thing is this?
Dookie.
There's. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead. I know.
Because here's the thing, he puts the rings inside the eyes and. It's the clock starts shaking and stuff, and all of a sudden,
I like how he did it though. He kept the rings in his mouth.
Yeah,
I was like this. That's like, see, little shit like that. Like, that's Miyazaki right there. Because he just keeps it on. He kept them shits in his mouth. So show the animation. This nigga pulling that shit out of his mouth. You're like,
the clock tower is starting to break, and the clocks are going in now. I've seen a lot of deaths in movies and stuff. A little movie called Crawl. one of the characters, it was Liam Neeson and two other characters. They were in this room where the walls are starting to push in, and there's spikes and stuff. And Liam Neeson and the other dude, they're basically playing Tetris with their bodies to avoid getting stabbed. And the other boy sees his knife on the ground, his favorite knife, and you're sitting there like, God, don't go for your knife, don't go for the knife, don't do it. And he goes crawling underneath the spikes to get his knife, and all of a sudden the walls start closing in. I'm like, and you're about to get slowly stabbed. And that's what happens to the Count. Now I'm like this, Count, you could have just said fuck it and just dived off like Lupin into the water, but you decide, nope, I'm gonna stay in between and try to push it away. And I'm like,
the short hand and the hour hand came crushing in between this motherfucker. All you saw was his chest expand. He like, no.
I like how you heard. I like how you just see the outside shot, but you hear nothing.
Really?
You hear, no. You hear, well, at least in the dub that I saw, you just heard the quiet sound of the two arms just coming together.
I think you can get a good idea of what happened.
Yep.
The sound goes.
Yeah.
It's subtle.
It is subtle. It's so subtle.
Here's the thing. If this is a Kawajiri movie, we would have saw the eyeball pop out, the fucking arm just bust out, exploding and stuff. It would have been fucking great and awesome.
We would have heard. Look. We probably, if we would have got anything, we probably would have got the blood dripping down, and we would have heard the gore. We heard the popping of bones and everything.
And then we hear D from a distance. Fatality.
Actually, it's Kawajiri, so I'm jerking off right at that point.
Yep.
It's like
feverishly
sweating hard.
So
my
as
wife
this
yelling
cast
at me, the children are awake.
and be coming out there behind Angie. Let them watch.
Let them watch.
What, him jerking off? No. Obviously no. That's like a crime, isn't it?
I would pull the Watanabe from Godzilla. Let him jerk.
Oh, hold up. You have to say it with the concerned look that Watanabe
has. The concerned look, just let him jerk.
Like you want me to bust him.
I'm sorry, I love that. That is, let me tell you something. I swear to God, Ken Watanabe, I know this is a joking, but I swear to God, what if he got nominated just off that line from fucking Godzilla? Like, let them fight.
I would accept
it. And just all of a sudden, for your consideration, Ken Watanabe.
I would accept it. He gets nominated not just for the role, but just for that line.
Fucking Michael Douglas is sitting in the audience like, I can't believe I lost to this bullshit. God damn it.
Motherfucker sitting in there like, this motherfucker got
nominated. And then you want to know something? This would have been me. Nigga, could you have said that line better?
Also, no. Ken Watanabe turned around. First off, sir, you were in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't want to hear it. We even got 1992 version of you in Endgame. Leave me alone. Let me have this.
I know. American Godzilla not good, but honestly, Ant-Man, what happened to your career?
Paul Rudd antagonizing the shit like he has a point here, sir.
Again.
Paul Rudd over
we are constantly reminded, dude. We're constantly reminded of his career thanks to the de-aged Michael Douglas in Endgame.
Yo, man.
I'm like, when they put we'll go back to Lupin in a second. When they put him in the movie, I'm like, why did we get Basic Instinct Michael Douglas?
That was beginning of Ant-Man, Ant-Man the Wasp. They gave us Basic Instinct Michael Douglas. I was like, wow.
And it being Michael Douglas, I was surprised they didn't say, hey, can you show my ass? Because back in the day, I had the best ass in Hollywood.
And then the sequel dared to give us deep cover Lawrence Fishburne in that flashback. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I like no hairline Fishburne. No hairline, mid unshaven Fishburne. Larry Fishburne, not Lawrence.
Larry
Fishburne.
God damn it! I hate how we did this. Anyway,
but the water starts receding, and we find out that the secret to Caglistro is it was a underwater the city,
whole city
Whole city
whole
underwater.
ass city. It was a whole like it was ancient.
I feel
It was the Roman ruins.
I gotta be real.
Roman
This isn't really a diversion, but it kind of reminded me of something. Like we talk about how like space is infinite, right? Somebody brought up on Twitter recently about how like we don't know what the fuck is underwater. I always sit there and imagine in my head, as much as these movies sit there and say, "Oh, the lost city of Atlantis," I feel in the back of my head there's some city that's underwater that we just never saw.
Quite a few. There's quite a few. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but there's quite a few that cities just went straight underwater. There are pockets of water that are here now that about 1,000 years ago they weren't here, and there was a city on top of it.
And somebody brought up,
and there are, and let's not talk about volcanoes. Volcanoes creating islands. Volcanoes eliminating islands.
And wait, and I just thought of something else, and this actually goes in perfect hand in hand with Lupin. In the original Full Metal Alchemist with Thief Siren, wasn't that city gonna go underwater in some years?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, and they said the biggest thing about it is just that unlike space where there's so many options to explore, you're underwater, you're in the dark, you only got the light that you're whatever sub that you're using, and that's it. You don't know what the fuck is there.
And whatever side the sun happens to be rotating.
Thank you.
Yeah. And look, and here's the thing also. Like in 100 years from now, Miami is going to be weird.
Yeah,
Miami is going
Key West, especially.
Key West is going to be. Is Key West even going to be here in 100 years?
Yeah.
So
I'm just
when you say underground cities, that's a real fucking thing. And in this case, it was like an aqueduct. That was cool.
I'm personally hoping that in anywhere from 100 to 200 years from now, water just pulls the Bugs Bunny and just saws Florida away from the United States.
I have a feeling that in 200 years, a lot of you know what? Here's the funny thing. I'm not agreeing with. By the way, this is not me agreeing with people who think that global warming isn't real. I have a feeling that the seas are going to recede, and not in a good way.
I mean, it's gonna be some blue sub number 6 shit.
But, you know what it's really gonna be? It's gonna be like that's just gonna happen, right? It's gonna recede, just like you said, D. But somewhere you're gonna hear Poison Ivy say, "Nature always wins."
Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be where nature always wins. But it's also gonna be like, oh, that's a big chunk of Africa that's there. Oh, there's going to be a world war, is it?
All of a sudden,
we're so screwed.
Oh my God, this new paradise that was revealed like the last 40 years because of global warming. Who knew that we have this paradise on Earth? White people. I want it. Actually, I'm sorry, 200 years from now, Chinese people. We want it.
All of a sudden, a crazed Kevin Costner dressed up like he's in Waterworld comes out of nowhere. Like, we're going to fucking take this land. I'm like, oh boy.
Man, we are the African nation, which somehow is a bunch of light-skinned niggas now. We are the African nation.
Oh my God, man. But I like how it ends off and stuff like that. They get we get the whole city underneath the water revealed and stuff like that. And, Lady Clarice is smitten with Lupin. Like, she's like, I want to thief with you. And I like how Lupin just is like, no. Live your life. You don't want this. You're not about that life. You all right? Just
believe me. You slow me down.
There was like even in where he had actually a girl that was smitten with him in part 5. She followed him. Like, she went to school and all that shit, but she still followed him and all the rest of that shit, and she still wanted to be a part of it. Even in the new movie Lupin the First, there's some random girl. It's always some random girl who's just like, oh my God, you're the best thing ever. I want to be.
It's not the random dude. It's the main girl of that movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's always. I mean, I say random girl. It's always like, just like the girl they always pick is like always perfect for this. You know what I mean?
Because the truth, because real truth, and this is actually something I've learned from watching like all of the Lupin movies. Every Lupin movie is like this. Mm-hmm. They're all like this. Anytime you have like the supporting cast being of course like a woman that's only a one-off character. She's only meant for this one movie and nothing else. It always pans out the same way. At first, she becomes intrigued first she's put off by Lupin. Then she gets intrigued by him. And then by the end of it, she's like totally head over heels, like in love with him and wants to go with him. And of course, Lupin always got to be Lupin, which is, I'm sorry, I got to let you down. Hey, look over there. Yay!
Yep. In part 4, when Lupin
and then I'm sorry, dude. By the way, and then when he says look over there, and the moment she turns around, sees nothing and turns back to Lupin, you see him in a crudely drawn hot air balloon of his face floating away.
The monkey punch logo.
Yes, the monkey punch logo.
Yo, like Lupin, the thing, see, even on part 4 where he married a Italian princess, or like she was an Italian movie star. Even when he married her, it went like that same thing. Like you said, she was kind of like off put by him. Like they got married just off of a fling. Then all of a sudden she was intrigued by him. By the end, she was like, "But we're married, Lupin." Yeah, you know that's not real, right? Yeah, yeah. See, here's the thing, baby. I'm a thief. And he does that in every. He always does that shit. And the only person that got over on his ass is fucking Fujiko.
Oh yeah, she roll past them with them fucking damn bars. Like, oh, she about ready to kick up on some deals now.
She was like, "Hey, Lupin, so I got a couple of buyers. I gotta talk to this dude. He's with the lot. I gotta talk to General Gaddafi. Ooh, he ready for this shit."
Yo, I like how Lupin tried to reach for it, and she was like, "Yeah, see you later, Lupin."
I'm about to treat my nose, nigga. See you.
Meanwhile, Jigen has the fucking crown on his head just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I like that, man. That crown. I like how, like, when everything stopped before all the water receded from the city, receded into the city. The shit that made me laugh was the fact that we see all this chaos and probably a whole bunch of dead bodies. But you see all these.
Of course, obviously.
But come on, it's family friendly. Nobody died. Everybody's still alive. They're still punching each other. But when everybody stopped, you see Jigen, and not only do you see the crown on his head, but you see the one eyeball that he shows. The one eyeball that he always shows at least twice in the fucking anime. So it's just a great shot of that, man. I got to get that shot too.
But yeah, I think overall though, like I said, it kind of thank you guys, because I actually do want to like go on a journey of watching more of the movies and stuff, especially the recent one, because it's like, because even I like the final shot of them going, it looked like they're going back into the city and they're getting chased by fucking Zenigati and stuff like that, which is fucking hilarious and stuff. I just like how it just ends on that note, and it's like, yep, and it keeps going.
Here's the thing, and it always ends on that note. I'm dead serious. Every series it ends like that. You think at the end of part 4, I was like, wow, so that was cool, man. And then like a year and a half later, part 5 I was like, yo. And then at the end of part 5, that was the last one that was done with
Monkey Punch.
With Monkey Punch being alive. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing that was really interesting about him. He has always been every step of Lupin. Mm-hmm. Every step of Lupin. That's his creation. That's his baby. Even up to the day he died, he worked on Lupin. So it was like, it's kind of cool when you saw it end. It was like, oh, you can end it right there. And then like 4 months later, Lupin the First comes out, and then there's talk about another Lupin project coming out.
But you already know, you already know that you already know that they're gonna make another one. Like the thing with Lupin, I would say Lupin is on that level of Ninja Turtles. He's like Lupin is timeless.
Yep.
I mean,
man. He goes into the main thing. We talked about it. But we're going to go in the next movie. I think we're going to actually open up a new book, new person. That's on Detective Conan, and that's the movie that he had with Detective Conan. We're probably going to do that next. That's probably another one.
I got actually.
So I did want to mention, by the way, again, we would have never have known this because the company who had the rights, I think it was a Genie on the Pioneer, they lost the rights to dub the rest of part 2 after episode 79, right?
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's why it was only 79 episodes that were released in English. Remember when I had that interview with Richard Epcar, he told me about that.
Yeah.
So what happened was, apparently Lupin's ethnic origins was like, it was specified in episode 118. and as well as it being mentioned in the manga that he's actually half French and half Japanese.
Aha! See, I just assumed anyway. It was not a big deal. I just kind of assumed. It's always they got to be half something. You know, they're part Japanese. But here's the thing: if I would have made stories about black people, you know how many half breeds I made when I made my own characters? Like, all right, he's half Japanese, he's half black, or he's half black and I don't know Romanian because his dad Dracula, shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it's fine, man. I'm not knocking that at all because it is actually kind of cool because we're normally see the worldview of white people. This is the worldview of Japanese people. So that's just them seeing themselves in something else like that. So
the funny thing is that it's pretty much like even though they put that out there in that series, which of course came way after this movie, it's already been like 100% like ingrained in the manga as well as all anime that they make it very clear that he is indeed the grandson of Maurice LeBlanc's original hero of Lupin the First.
Yeah. I mean, I got a question for you guys before we go. So, we already talked at length about them with that live action Lupin and stuff, right? So my thing is this: if the Cowboy Bebop live action shit on Netflix actually ends up being legit good, do you think America would try to do their own Lupin the Third?
I don't know. I don't know about anything. I don't know about any anime.
I can answer that. I can answer that. First of all, hold on, Chris, are you moving something?
No, I just moved the mic a little bit. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, what Hollywood already has the ability to do that, because we got 2 of those movies and they're called Now You See Me.
Yeah, but I mean that's what the Japanese one was trying to do. But I'm just saying in terms of keeping the spirit.
I know, but I'm talking about if Hollywood was to do it, they already got their springboard, which was both Now You See Me and the sequel. They could do a live action Lupin, but the thing is, you would have to get someone who, like, I need someone on this project who's like pure Sam Rothstein. Like, I need someone who drank, slept, breathed Lupin.
So like the Cowboy Bebop folks, basically, because Cowboy Bebop, they literally was like, "Yo, Shinichiro, we need you on this project, top to bottom."
But here's the thing. Is this the thing I've been noticing about some of the live action anime is that it's still hard to do. Even when you have everything at your disposal, from the writers to the fucking cast who looks just like them, it's still hard to convey an anime story and put it in real life. Look at that Full Metal Alchemist. I think it was just a bad movie, to be honest with you.
Full Metal Alchemist
did well.
Well,
so
hold on.
Fuck me.
Well, hold on. See, with Full Metal Alchemist, like the Japanese live action of Full Metal was, they were trying to tell the original series is 50-something episodes in less than 2 hours.
That's the mistake.
Which is always a recipe for disaster.
That's why
it's a recipe for disaster. If they were going for like a live action version of the Shambhala movie or something completely original, that would have been different.
I mean, it's just like the two Death Note live action movies in Japan. It's like they were trying to kind of condense a lot of stuff down.
And that's the problem. You can never condense like an entire anime series into a 2-hour movie.
But Lupin works because Lupin to me works so much like an anthology because it's not. I mean, there's history obviously with the character, but you don't have to you could do just the adventures of Lupin in different scenarios, and it just works.
I don't want to get the number of episodes wrong with Kagegura, but when they did the live action version of that actually worked well. But the problem, the only thing I say with that is it took them a long time, pretty much 10 episodes. It took them 12 episodes to explain 16 episodes. And even then, it felt like it could be problems. And it felt like to me, like, even though I enjoyed it, you could probably tell me in my face, yo, Japan hates that shit. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. It's still tough to convey. It's still tough to convey. I think it goes on both ends. Even if Japan does it, they have their own problems with it too.
No, I still say that if they're going to do it, if Hollywood was to do it, they get, number one, bring in as many special advisors. No longer have, Monkey Punch is no longer with us. So you bring in someone who worked close enough with him. You bring in the closest person that you can get from that company as a special advisor and have them watch everything with a fine-tooth comb. In other words, don't pull no punches. Don't try to pull some bullshit to where it's gonna fit into, you know, like Americans' eyes. Whereas, we can accept it because it relates to us. Don't make it relatable. Keep it original. Keep it 100% Lupin. And when I say keep it 100%, I mean do all of the silly shit that Lupin does, period. From the manga to the anime to the movies. Keep that shit 100. Don't change nothing. Because the moment you make that shit the moment you try to make it serious, dark, gritty, and all this other shit, it doesn't work. It falls. That shit falls on its face so hard that we will rip this movie apart.
Yeah.
So somebody had the audacity to say they could do Space Dandy. I like, and let you ruin it.
No.
And let you
Space
ruin it.
No. Space Dandy, the closest person that could do that would be James Gunn, but I don't think he'll ever get close to what the anime was doing.
You can't do what the anime that had its own fucking spirit.
The anime was so out there. It's the definition of high concept.
Again, Chris, it's sci-fi, not through an American gaze. That's why it looks like that to us. So it's just that's what makes it so special. And I keep on telling
sensibilities is like right on his shoulders.
It's not going to have that same sensibility. It's not going to have that foreign aspect to it. It's going to look American. That's why it always sucks. Sometimes I heard like it worked like once or twice where a show comes from England and comes to America. It always sucks. I heard it worked a couple times. But still.
I'm looking at you, IT crowd American version. Didn't quite hit those sensibilities of the UK version. It just but then you get lucky and you get The Office over here, which
I'm about to say isn't IT crowd America the Big Bang Theory?
Mm-hmm.
No, they tried. No, NBC did a pilot for IT Crowd. They kept Moss, but they replaced the other two with Americans and stuff, and it wasn't.
That didn't work.
You just can't do that shit. You just can't do that shit, and that's the problem. But then again, you have examples like
The Office. The Office worked.
The Office worked. Another good example is It's Always Sunny in Moscow. Always Sunny in Moscow is one of the biggest shows in Russia, and it's been going on as long as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool as shit. That it did catch on in a different country, and it does go under a different name, but it's the same fucking concept. Losers living in Moscow.
Losers that ain't shit, and yet they get away with so much. Oh my god, we could go all day on It's Always Sunny. I'm still amazed to this day that people still did not understand that Lethal Weapon shit with the blackface, and it's like, they're piece of shit people. They're piece of shit people. You get away with that shit. That's why it's so fucking hilarious.
They never will understand that shit. That's it. But anyway, it's so funny. We have talked a lot about Miyazaki being mean, but real talk, you see,
I respect his pettiness. That's all I'm saying.
You see where all his love and intention goes into. You see how gorgeous this whole anime looks. I mean that to anybody. See this in 4K Blu-ray.
1979, people. 1979.
This is what happens when you, as a company, keeps a hold of the original print of a movie, and then you wait like 40-something years later to put it out in the highest quality possible.
It's just funny that you have a company like Toho that's been around since the 30s, and they just had so many properties underneath their wing for so long, and this being one of many properties outside of Godzilla. And it's like, you got Lupin under your wing for a hot minute, so breaking that money.
Yeah, when they got Lupin, once they got Lupin, it was I don't want to say it was a wrap. I mean, they got so many IPs that they hold on to for dear life. They would never sell it to anyone else.
Because you look at their stuff from the late 70s and stuff real quick, it's like Castle Cagliostro was pretty much the last movie before they went into Doraemon going into 1980. But you look at the fact that they had, Terror Mechagodzilla, and stuff. Was it The Last Dinosaur, War in Space, Lupin the Third, the 1974 live action one, and stuff. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. That's crazy. Lady Snowblood.
This is a gigantic. was gigantic back at that time, man. Unstoppable.
They had everything. It's just
everything.
wild to me. They had just everything under the sun. Akira's another one later in the 1980s. It's like, yo, they had damn near every property. That company caked. And now Detective Conan is their bread and butter now. So, yeah.
And it's kind of funny. Like I said, we're gonna break into that as soon as we will do. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not making a promise of what's the next Conan will
These
do.
motherfuckers had Pokemon movies under them. Wow,
Yes, they did.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not gonna promise the next Lupin movie we're gonna do, but I do plan for us to do Lupin and Conan. I do plan for us to do that. So, yeah.
And now they got My Hero Academia. Goddamn Toho. They're like Disney in Japan. Holy fuck. They got everything.
Yep, they up there. So, guys, next month is April, and we're going to be staying in Asia because we're bringing something back that Eris wanted back for a long time, which is it came from the East, which we stay in the East and we talk about Chinese action movies.
Not even just Chinese,
like not even Chinese movies.
Asian cinema,
like just Asian cinema in general. And I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to make a political stand or a social stand or anything like that. But I find it interesting that the time that I picked for us to do, it came from the East again.
Yep.
Is right. Well, I brought up the idea like way before this whole stop the Asian hate thing has started. I just find it funny that we're picking them. We picked the month. We picked the month. No, hold on. We picked the month of April, which is always Asian. Like the month of Asia in my eyes. So let's do this.
All I'm saying
is,
on
top of that, and on top of that, Godzilla's coming out. Then the very next month, we're still kind of be doing kind of Asia stuff because we're going to do Godzilla. Then we're going to do Bloodsport, which is still, is white people, but it's still people getting kicked in the face. We're going to do Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's dumb, but people are getting kicked in the face. And then it's Above the Law. Clearly a white man gentrifying Asian culture. But still, there's people getting kicked in the face.
I mean,
so,
I'm just saying, speaking of white people, hey, white folks, come here.
Yeah.
Clean your house, please. Like, just clean up your house. Yes. That crazy kid next door that got a gun, pop him in the face so he doesn't shoot up people.
Y'all gotta get y'all folk in order, man. I really do. But anyway, look. So next month.
Well, he just had a bad day, D. Come on now.
No, you know what, Chris? He's right. You know what, you're
right. See now, now I'm mad because I started something. God damn.
Nah. I'm done.
Oh no, I'm done.
Because I'm done because we're gonna be talking about some good gangsta ass movies. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah,
we're gonna be talking about Drunken Master 2. What about Drunken Master 1? We're gonna be talking about Drunken Master 2.
we might have to bring somebody in special on some old school Shaw Brothers Drunken Master.
But anyway,
that shit.
We're gonna be done. We're gonna be talking about Drunken Master 2. We're gonna be talking about Fist of Legend, where I pretty much still Eris. Didn't we see that movie like 5 times already? Yes, D, you have. So shut the fuck up.
And it made the greatest Luke Cage joke ever. So you take Fist of Legend over the original Bruce Lee? Yeah. See, you can't train me, man. No. Motherfucker said, he's like, you pick Jet Li over Bruce? Nah, man, you can't train me.
It's like, pick Jet Li over Bruce. Yeah, we got nothing to talk about.
and then we go over to one of the best people of all time, Donnie Yen. We do Legend of the Fist, a movie that I gotta say, Eris, oh my God, seen it the second time.
Great, right?
It's the second time that makes it.
It's literally
the first time it dragged. The second time I loved it.
That was a crazy era where everybody was trying to do their homage to Bruce Lee, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was. And I will say this: Donnie Yen in my eyes made up for it so much with this movie. Unlike those damn Fist of Fury dramas that he did in the 90s.
Yep. Hey, look, he had to pay bills, sir. All right, come on.
What? Look. Like what box Skyline did he have to pay off?
My man. Hey, I saw Donnie Yen's Converse commercials. Times are hard. All right, just saying.
Well, I like.
Oh, go ahead. You cut out.
And he's cutting out.
No.
Hello?
Now you're back.
Yeah, you said box skyline and I died, nigga. you killed my service. You see what you did?
So what's the last movie before we go? Before it came with these?
We have two more movies. One of them, we're going to stop doing the people get kicked in the face. We're going to get shotguns that never run out of fucking bullets. We finally do another John Woo movie. It's A Better Tomorrow.
Yes, A Better Tomorrow.
Oh yes, A Better Tomorrow.
Hong Kong shotguns, revenge, Duster. Hey, Chow Yun Fat and a Duster smoking a cigarette. Yo, front cover of fucking Better Tomorrow is dope because it's literally Chow Yun Fat lighting up a cigarette with them fucking 80s aviator shades and a duster.
Yeah,
dope as fuck.
You know what? Here's the best part. Here's the thing about I would always say about 90s and 80s Asian movies. It makes me wish I was old enough to be around at the time.
You imagine
man. Yo, Hong Kong was the shit back then, nigga.
Hey, so much. Hey, look. Here's how good A Better Tomorrow is. South Korea remade that movie.
Yo, hey Chris, I tell you this much. Camel Roadshow in 1988 was a shithole, but I want to go there.
Hey, I'm just saying.
What I'm saying?
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Right.
We got.
Anyway, the last movie of next month will be Enter the Dragon. We finally do a Bruce Lee movie, and we can finally have. And this is not no shade to our older fans. It's not no shade to our older fans, but to all our so us finally doing a Bruce Lee movie, you do realize we have a bunch of motherfuckers who listen to us who are over 43 years old who are named Terrence. Going, oh, finally, man.
wanna wear my best Hadachi. Whatever the fuck you say.
Wait. Say y'all doing the End of the Dragon. But why ain't y'all doing his favorite movie? And because we're not doing his favorite movie, we disrespecting that movie for some strange reason. All those brothers, we're finally doing one. So we got y'all, man. Yes. Hold on, hey Chris, you gonna like this one? Yes. We already did. God, what's the joke? Not Enter the Dragon.
Barry Goy's The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon. Yeah, we already did The Last Dragon.
D wasn't on that one, but it was still a fun episode.
All them motherfuckers. You know how many people always say that? I do Last Dragon, man. Last Dragon.
We did it. D had to go to D. Yeah. D was at work that day that we did Last Dragon. Barry Goy's The Last Dragon, and D was like, "Yeah, I was at work. Y'all have fun with that." That was the call. That was the call. So anyways, that is it.
Anyway, next month we're going to go, like I said, enter. Anyway, off this bitch.
Anyway, peace.
It came from east. That's where we go.